Hello, good afternoon. My name is Richard. Welcome back to my channel over and over and over again, the Arsenal podcast. This is part two of a big weekend of football for Arsenal. This is the FA Cup semi-final, Arsenal women against Brighton from Bournemouth, coming up the other side of this. So this is the big one, Arsenal against Brighton FA Cup semi-final. Of course, it will be Chelsea at Wembley for whoever gets through this game this afternoon. Chelsea, of course, beat Manchester City 3-0 earlier today. Pretty much comfortable victory it was for Chelsea. And, of course, they'll be looking for revenge. If it's us, of course, Emma won't be happy that we beat them earlier on in the season. But we have to get through this game first. It's not going to be easy. Brighton are a decent team. They did beat Chelsea in the league last year, the only side to beat them. So we know it's going to be tough. This is the Arsenal lineup for this big game. In goal is Zinsberger. I'll take that off the bottom actually so you can see him better. So in goal is Zinsberger. Then the back four, right back is Moritz. The two centre backs are Leah Williamson, of course, and also as well Jen Beattie, and left back today is Katie McCabe. Of course, she's got a few goals this season as well already. Then the three in midfield, of course, captain Marvel, Kim Little, as you would expect. And next to her, there is going to be Leah Walty and Jordan Nobbs as well. Frida Manham is on the bench. Then the front three today, as we know, there is no Viv Miedemar today. She's being rested. So we've got Nikita Paris. We've got Beth Mead, of course. And playing through the centre is going to be Caitlin Ford, just back from Australia as well. So that's the for this big game in the FA Cup. I mean, it's a strong start 11. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, we're going to miss Viv. And the benches, maybe you've got a few youngsters on the bench today as well. So one or two players not available for one reason or another. So that's the Brighton lineup there. It's Megan Walsh in goal. Their back four is Letitia, Kerdyke, Williams and Gibbons. They've got Connolly, Simpkins and Cagman in midfield. And then it's Whelan Green and, of course, former Arsenal player Danielle Carter in their front three. So that is the Brighton side for this game. Mark's in the chat there. He says, Courage is still buzzing from yesterday's performance. Come on, the ladies. Yeah, yesterday was good. It was certainly good for 25 minutes, half an hour. We maybe dropped off a little bit after that. We got a goalkeeper to thank, but a good performance, good win that was. Let's hope the women can do something similar today and get us a similar victory in this game today and get through to the final, of course, which will be fantastic. An opportunity to get revenge on Chelsea because they've beaten us in a few finals recently, haven't they? So it'd be nice to get back there and beat them because it will make Emma's day, I'm sure. So this is, I say, it's going to be a big game. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be tough. Brighton are a good team. Let's not underestimate them at all. They've proved on their day against some of the top teams. They've done a great job. They've got some great results. So let's hope that we can really put in a good performance today and get the victory that we need. Let's hope so. And all we can do is give it our best. And I'm sure we've got the quality, haven't we? Even without Viv Miedemar. Frida Manham's on the bench. Eva Bocci's on the bench. So we have got some quality to come on as well if we need it later on. Hopefully we won't. But we'll see. I think the first goal is going to be really crucial. I think if we can get the first goal, you saw it in the Chelsea game, we can settle down and maybe start to dominate the game. But if Brighton can get a goal, they're going to have something to defend, and they're generally well organised and difficult to break down. So I think it's going to be tough if that's the case. Let's hope we start well, we get the goal, and then hopefully we'll be good to go. But we'll see. Obviously, what happens. Let's hope for the best, really, because I say it's a big game. It's a really important game, and let's hope we can get the victory that we need. Mark says there, who's your favourite player from the ladies team? Yeah, there's a few. I mean, Beth Mead's obviously in really good form. I mean, Viv Meademire is a fantastic player, but probably my favourite player at the moment, I'd say, is probably Leah Williamson. I think she's playing so well for Arsenal and also for the England Lionesses as well. But it's hard to not like any of them, really. Katie McKay's a brilliant player as well. But yeah, I'd probably go Leah Williamson at the moment, just because I feel as though she's just playing so well. And she's a natural leader as well. She's not captain of this team, but she's a natural leader on the pitch, and she's a very good player. So yeah, watch out for her performance today. She's playing centre back for Arsenal. She generally plays in midfield for England, or she has been doing recently. So a very versatile player, but great player as well. So yeah, I think she just about gets the nod at the moment, but they're a very likeable team, aren't they? Beth Mead as well is in fantastic form. And she's a fantastic player as well, obviously fresh from that hat-trick for England, so she'll be absolutely buzzing as well, won't she? So I'm sure she'll put in a good performance today as well. Could be crucial. So without Viv, we need the other forward players to really step up. Nikita Parris, she hasn't maybe scored the goals that we were maybe hoping that she would actually so far, but it's a good opportunity for her today because, you know, without Viv in the team, there's going to be a lot of responsibility on Nikita Parris as well to chip in with a goal or two. So let's hope she can hit the ground today because it's going to be much needed, isn't it? They just got a feature at the moment on Danielle Carter, of course, former Arsenal player, scored the winner in the cup final against Chelsea, didn't she, a few years ago? She's obviously in the Brighton lineup today, hoping that she doesn't have a great game. Obviously, don't wish her anything bad. You know, she's had a great career for Arsenal. She's an absolute legend. And just obviously today, we don't want her to come back and haunt us, do we? Because that could be crucial. You know, she's a good player and she's a crucial player for Brighton as well. Her and Cagman are the two to watch for Brighton. Inessa Cagman, the Dutch midfield player, very, very good player she is as well. So those are the two we need to really keep quiet. Aline Whelan as well is a good player for Brighton. They have got some good players actually, Brighton, but we're going to have to be on our game today if we're going to beat them without a shadow of a doubt. So it's going to be a big test and it's going to be an interesting game. But obviously, we're going to start favourites. But Brighton have won 11 of their last 16 games in all competitions. That goes back to the back end of last season as well. I say they did beat Chelsea as well in the WSL, the only team last season to do so. So we know on their day they can beat anybody. And if we're going to get through to that final in December at Wembley, we're going to have to play well today. And we're going to have to put in a really good performance and a sort of performance you know, we can't underestimate it. We're going to have to play like we played against Chelsea earlier in the season, like we played against Manchester City. We've seen this team's got goals in it. We're a little bit under strength today, not necessarily in the first 11, but certainly on the bench. We don't have maybe the quality off the bench that we would normally have. Certainly in an attacking sense, you know, there's no Tobin Heath today. I'm not sure if it's to do with her travelling back from America, although Caitlin Ford, of course, come back from Australia, is in the team. So I don't know whether it's because this is last season's FA Cup, let's not forget. I'm not sure whether or not, you know, because Tobin Heath wasn't signed last season, we can't use her in this season's competition, but then Nikita Parris is in the team. So I'm not sure how that works really. But anyway, Tobin Heath isn't available today. She's not on the bench. And I say we knew that Viv wasn't going to be involved already simply because she's being rested. You can tell she's looked a bit tired actually lately. We did speak about it on the Arsenal Women's Show on Friday. So yeah, a little bit of a disappointment there that she's not playing, but I totally understand the reasons why. And of course, you know, we wish her. We look forward to seeing her again, hopefully next weekend when we play West Ham. Another important big game, isn't it, in the WSL, as we look to keep ourselves at the top of the table. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. This, I'll say, we all need to be at our best. Hope Powell, of course, their coach is a very, very good coach, isn't she? You know, former Lionesses coach, of course, for a number of years. Anyway, the teams are just in the tunnel coming out. Arsenal being led out as always by Kim Little, of course, captain, fantastic. It looks like there's a big crowd in at Boreham Wood today as well, which is good to see. Hopefully, I think the new TV deal for women's football has been a massive positive. Actually, you know, I think it's getting more and more people interested in the women's game, and I think we can see now exactly how good it is, how far it's come over the last few years, and the quality of the teams. And we'll see this today, I'm sure. And if you did watch the Chelsea-Man City game earlier, you'd have seen real quality there as well. So it's going to be a good game, this. I'm sure it will be. And Arsenal are going to have to be at their best if we're going to get through to the final. But it's a great opportunity. The teams are now coming out. I say Arsenal being led out by Kim Little, as always. The rain seems to have stopped down at Boreham Wood, of course. With the clocks changing, it's getting dark already, isn't it? And it's only, 20 to 5. We're going to have to get used to it, aren't we? Getting dark this early now, going through to the winter. But it looks like a night game almost. But anyway, the teams are coming out now. They're just lining up ready for the start of this big FA Cup semi-final. And it is a big FA Cup semi-final as well. Great opportunity for Arsenal to get the first trophy on the board. The first trophy under the new coach Jonas as well. Be great for him, wouldn't it? Strange in a way, because this competition obviously started last season's competition when he wasn't, of course, at the club. So, but anyway, it'd be great if we can get through to the final. We know it'll be a great game against Chelsea, but we can't think about that for the next 90 minutes. We need to get this job done. That's the most important thing. Cheddar's in the chat. How you doing, mate? Thanks for tuning in. He says, "Hey, Richard, how you doing, mate? Hope you're going to have you enjoying some women's football as well on a Sunday early evening." Should be it should be a good game. This, I'm really looking forward to it. A little bit nervous actually, because semi-finals, it's all on the day, isn't it? And we know that Brighton have got quality in their team, and they're going to pose us a threat. We know they are. And I say we're a little bit understrength slightly as well in the squad. Brighton looks to be pretty much their strongest team, to be fair. So yeah, it's going to be a big game. It's a difficult game for Arsenal, but let's hope we can do it, because getting through to that FA Cup final at Wembley would be fantastic, wouldn't it? But we'll see how it goes. The players are just in their pre-match huddles now, going through the final kind of preparations before we get started. Arsenal, of course, in their red and white kit. Brighton in blue and white stripes, blue shorts and blue socks. And Arsenal say in red and white shirts with white shorts and red and white striped socks. Of course, the home kit for this season. Not my favourite Arsenal home kit of recent years, but anyway, it is what it is. And we are just about to get ready to start this game. It looks like Arsenal are going to be kicking off and attacking the goal to our right in this first half, which is the south stand at Boreham Wood. For those who are familiar with it, that's the small terrace without the roof. Of course, the north stand at the other end of the pitch is the terrace with the roof. Just so if you've ever been to the stadium or you've seen it on telly, that is the end that we're attacking. It's going to be Caitlin Ford playing through the centre today in place of Viv. Of course, big opportunity for her. She did score twice in the semi-final against Tottenham. A great victory that was, wasn't it? We won that game 5-1, having gone a goal down very early on in that game. We came back with a dominant performance. And I say Caitlin Ford did score 2 goals on that particular occasion. So a goal or 2 from her today would be much appreciated. They are the only 2 goals she scored this season, but then she's not really playing that much, is she? Obviously, it's hard to get in the team, isn't it, ahead of Viv? And we've got some great options in the attacking areas. The players are just currently taking the knee as we prepare for this kick-off now, which I say Arsenal are going to take the kick-off, attacking a goal to our right. And we're off and underway this FA Cup semi-final at Boreham Wood. Arsenal versus Brighton. Leah Williamson in possession early on, plays it square to Jem Beattie, and over on that far side to Katie McCabe, of course, playing left back today. She's played a little bit further forward in a lot of games this season, with Steph Catley playing left back, but Catley's not even in the squad today. Again, she's just back from Australia as well, the internationals. Tough after the international break, isn't it, when these players are travelling all over the world, and then they're coming back straight into a big game like this. I think you saw that in the Chelsea game earlier. But anyway, let's hope that we can produce enough quality in this performance to get through. We've got a throw at the moment on this near side. It's Noah Moritz who's going to take it. She gives it to Kim Little, gets it back, and then wins another throw off Inessa Kagman, the Dutch midfield player for Brighton. One of their better players, actually. One of the better players in the WSL. She's a very good player, Inessa Kagman. So we'll need to definitely watch out for her today. It's been a bit scrappy opening minute or so. Not really any pattern of the play so far. Brighton have just conceded a teammate. It's gone out. I think it was Kagman actually who played that pass there. Williamson's now got the ball for Arsenal on this near side, plays it square into the midfield to Leah Walty. She plays it out to Jem Beattie, and that's a good ball to Katie McCabe. She tried to find Beth Mead first time, but the Brighton defence dealt with that well and cut it out, and now the ball's back with the Brighton goalkeeper, Megan Walsh. Fran Stenson, of course, Arsenal goalkeeper, is on loan at Brighton, but not involved at all today, not even on the bench. I don't know whether that's because you can't play against your loan teams. I'm not sure if that stands in the WSL, actually, that rule. We'll find out next week, of course, when we play West Ham with Lisa Evans, of course, now on loan at West Ham. So, but anyway, Fran Stenson is not involved. It is Megan Walsh, and it's Frances Angel is their reserve goalkeeper today for Brighton. Zinsberger now has got the ball at her feet just outside the Arsenal penalty area, as she likes to do. Williamson there clips the ball over to that far side to Jem Beattie. There's a big gap at the moment between the two Arsenal centre halves. That tends to be how we'll play when we've got possession of the ball, and then we squeeze it together when we don't. Kim Little now is on this near side, plays the ball back to Williamson. That's a long ball forward, those long passes that she's so good at. Mark says there, how long before they put the women's game behind a paywall? 5 years, what do you think? Well, I mean, it's already on Sky this year, so, you know, a lot of the games are on Sky. You need a subscription, obviously, to watch them on Sky. It's good that the BBC are still showing games, actually, which means they're available to more people. Obviously, Sky now means it's available to more people, I guess, but all the games are on the FA player anyway. So, but yeah, I agree. It's going to change, isn't it, over the next few years? And it's going to end up very similar to the men's game. I fear that's going to be the case. Already they're moving the kick-off times and stuff like that. I mean, this game, for example, kicking off at 4:45 on a Sunday evening. Anyway, I guess it's the benefits probably outweigh the negatives, I think, for the women's game. It needs more. It needs to be getting a bigger audience, and it's got that now, which is great. And I'm sure that'll help it to grow. But yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it, when we know that's going to happen. You're going to get more money ploughed into the women's game, and unfortunately we're going to see a lot of the same issues that we've got in the Premier League and stuff like that, aren't we, eventually? But anyway, we need to enjoy it while we can, and while it is still available on free to watch telly as well. But say it is on Sky, the WSL this season. But this is an attack by Arsenal. It's a good move, actually. Caitlin Ford on the edge of the box holds the ball up well. It was a good ball into a fired in by Kim Little. Beth Mead's now battling for the ball over on that far side, and it goes out off Katie McCabe for a throw to Brighton. But that was better from Arsenal. First time we've really strung together 2 or 3 passes. It was a good ball in from Kim Little, fired in to Caitlin Ford on the edge of the Brighton penalty area. She's good at that with her back to goal. She laid the ball off, but in the end, it's gone out, I say, for a throw to Brighton over on that far side. They've taken that now. They're trying to build an attack of their own. Brighton, ball up this far side, but it's gone out. Looking for Danielle Carter. She's not really been in this game as yet. They're looking for her there. She's playing out over on that right-hand side. So she'll be coming up against Katie McCabe. That's going to be an important battle, that, isn't it, I think, today as well, to see who's going to come out on top there. May well decide who gets through. But Arsenal at the moment are dominating the possession without really creating anything at all so far. Williamson, again, with a ball square to Beattie. Those two, that combination of passes is a very popular one. You'll see that a lot in this game, those two passing between each other at the back. But Arsenal got to throw down that far side. McCabe takes it quickly. She's found Caitlin Ford right by that corner flag over on the far side. Plays it back in to Beth Mead, into Jordan Nobbs, into Caitlin Ford inside the area. Can she get across there or shot in across there? But it was blocked by Letitia, not Matthew Letitia. It's Maya Letitia for Brighton, playing at the back today. She's also can play in midfield. But it was a good play, that good ball from Beth Mead. It was a cross fired in from Caitlin Ford, but the corner's played short. A shot comes in from distance, but it's gone high over the crossbar. I think that might have been Kim Little. Oh, it was Jordan Nobbs, actually, sorry, with that effort. It's gone high over the crossbar. 5.5 minutes played at Boreham Wood. It's still Arsenal women 0, Brighton women 0 in this big FA Cup semi-final. We played the corner short. Jordan Nobbs shot from about 20 yards high over the Brighton crossbar, and it's gone out for a goal kick, which Brighton have taken quickly and played it just short to Letitia, the goalkeeper, Megan Walsh, and now she's gone long. But Brighton have actually given the ball away in midfield to Leah Walty, but she can't control it, although Arsenal do win it straight back. Jordan Nobbs, and it's back with Leah Williamson, and now Maritz on this near side for Arsenal. Certainly not really created an awful lot as yet. that one half chance maybe just a minute ago, Caitlin Ford just briefly got in behind the Brighton defence on the left-hand side, but her cross was deflected wide for a corner by Maya Letitia. But now Arsenal coming forward down his near side, the right, Moritz plays the ball in to Caitlin Ford. She knocks it onto Nikita Parrish, but the flag's up. I don't know if it was offside or was it handball against Caitlin Ford. She tried to release Nikita Parrish. Parrish hasn't really been in this game as yet either. It was Maritza played it in to Caitlin Ford as it was off her hand, and then as she tried to control it, and then she played it through. It was handball. It is a free kick to Brighton, which they have taken. The Brighton goalkeeper Walsh goes long with that. It's flicked on, looking for Danielle Carter, but it's going to roll all the way through to Zinsberger in the Arsenal goal, and she plays it out to Leah Williamson. Rajendra's in the chat. Rajendra, thanks for tuning in, mate. Hope you're well. Looking forward to this game. I'm sure it's going to be good, isn't it? Hopefully Arsenal can play as well as the men did yesterday against Leicester and get a similar result. Will be perfect, wouldn't it? And coming forward now down that far side with Beth Mead. Can she get a cross in? She's right tight to that byline. Gets the ball back. It's deflected actually off the Brighton defender Williams, I think it was. And now Brighton trying to come forward themselves with Carter. That's the first real involvement for the former Arsenal player. But it has gone out for a throw to Arsenal. Rajendra says, watching on the BBC. Yeah, it's on the BBC today, but please stay tuned to the channel as well. And Cam says there, hello boys. How you doing, Cam? Thanks for tuning in, mate. You're well. Long time no see. Ball played out to the far side now to Beth Mead inside the Brighton penalty area. Can she get the cross in? She's got a chance on the byline. She pulls it back across the 6-yard box. Brighton managed to scramble it clear. That was a good opportunity. That was. Beth Mead did really well. Got the ball across the 6-yard box, a low ball played across, and Brighton just managed to scramble it away before an Arsenal player could finish it off. That's the sort of opportunity where you'd imagine Viv would have been ready to pounce and knock that in from close range. But of course, she's not playing today. But that was great play from Beth Mead there. She went past the defender, sat her on the floor, and then tried to knock it back towards Nikita Parrish and Ford. Neither of them really made a good movement to try to get on the end of it, actually. And it was the chance was gone. But that was a good play, that was from Beth Mead. Of course, she's in great form for Arsenal and England. And she showed why there. Fantastic run down that left-hand side. Of course, fresh from that hat-trick against Northern Ireland. Of course, that was it, 14-minute hat-trick for England. Fantastic performance that was, wasn't it, last weekend from Beth Mead. And she did, of course, score again in the week as well, didn't she, for the Lionesses. Looking forward to the Euros next summer. That's going to be good, isn't it? I think England have got a great chance, actually, of doing well. Of course, a lot of these players, obviously, Arsenal have got 3 or 4 that's going to be involved. Chelsea as well and Man City. So, good group of players that we've got. And a good coach as well, of course, who won the last Euros with Holland. So, everything's set up nicely, isn't it? We're at home as well. But anyway, a long way to go for that. We need to see this season. That's a good ball from Williams. I'm looking for Paris down this near side. Nikita Parrish. Can she get the ball into the box? She's got a defender in front of her. She tries to go around the outside. It's good defending actually there. That was from Gibbons. Fliss Gibbons there did really well for Brighton. And it's going to be a goal kick. It's a good ball from Williamson. Parrish showed her pace there, but she couldn't get past Gibbons. That was good defending actually. And in the end, it's gone out for a goal kick. Maybe Parrish just needed to whip an early cross in there. But she did try to beat the fullback. She wasn't able to do it, and the chance went. But Arsenal got possession again. It's a throw over on the far side. Katie McCabe with it. Throws it in towards Caitlin Ford. She can't quite get the ball under control, and it's played back to the Brighton goalkeeper. Walsh a little bit short. Caitlin Ford was charging the goalkeeper down, and now Danielle Carter can get a breakaway. She's on her own now. She's got 3 Arsenal defenders in front of her, and Jem Beattie is with a tackle there. She had no support at all there, Carter, for Brighton. No one else was able to get up and support her. She was going to have to go on her own, but Jem Beattie soon put a stop to that with a great tackle. And we've managed to get possession of the ball again. Now we can maybe try and build something in midfield. Leah Wolsey plays it back to Zinsberger. Cam in the chat there says, fantastic performance last night, and I've been impressed in general recently. Undefeated in 9. Yep, 7 wins and 2 draws, exactly. Back into the Big Six, and we're just looking really good at it. Yeah, we are. I'm a little bit still concerned about certain aspects of our play. What happens when it doesn't come off or when it doesn't work? It's worked well in the last few games. I still don't really see a plan B. But anyway, we don't want to worry too much about that. Things are going well at the minute, and that's what we need to focus on. But Arsenal coming forward again here down that far side. Again, it was Beth Mead. She tried to pull the ball back, but it was cut out by Brighton. But one back by Leah Walty. And Arsenal are now building another attack. Katie McCabe down that far side. She plays it in again to Walty. It's now gone out to Beth Mead. Brighton are very organised. They're very good defensively, very strong. They're going to be difficult to break down, aren't they? Especially without Miedema. But now Williamson striding forward from the back 20 yards. That's a great ball inside to Nikita Paris in the penalty. And Nikita Paris towards the far post, but there's no Arsenal player there. Brighton defence there maybe panics a little bit. Kaylee Green it was. She's headed it out for a corner to Arsenal. But that was a great ball from Williamson, putting Nikita Paris in down this near side, inside the penalty area. It was a decent cross, actually, into a good area, but there was nobody there. And in the end, Green headed it out for a corner to Arsenal over on that far side. Really looking for a big performance from Nikita Paris today. She's been involved in a couple of good moments so far now. Beth Mead with this corner from the far side. It's in towards the far post. Oh, it came to Katie McCabe, but she completely missed it, her shot, but she's going to keep the ball in. She's got Williams in front of her, the Brighton captain. She gets past her, actually. Can she get the ball into the box? That's a good ball. It comes across from Jordan Nobbs, but it's too close to goalkeeper Walsh, who grabs that ball. But that was good play for Arsenal there. Arsenal are certainly dominated these first 12 and a half minutes in terms of possession, not really creating clear-cut opportunities yet. We've had one or two bright moments. There was another one there, but that cross from Jordan Nobbs was far too close to the goalkeeper. And it is still 0-0. But Arsenal have got possession back again with Leah Williamson. That's another great ball over the top again towards Caitlin Ford. She takes that down well. The Australian, can she get a shot in on the edge of the box? She's got Williams for company. A cross comes and it's deflected by Williams. Another corner to Arsenal. This one's going to be on the near side. That was good play. Again, Williamson with the pass forward into Caitlin Ford. A nice turn. And I don't know whether that was going to be a shot or a cross, but it got deflected off Victoria Williams for Brighton, and it's gone out for a corner, to Arsenal on this near side. Jem Beattie's in there looking to get on the end of this. She's dangerous from set pieces. It's going to be Katie McCabe swinging this in with her left foot from this near side, the Arsenal right. There's plenty of bodies in that box. It's a low corner in towards the end of the 6-yard box, but Brighton just managed to get it clear. It's Danielle Carter now for Brighton trying to get the ball out, but she can't. She's closed down by Jordan Nobbs, and she does play the ball up that far side, but it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. That was a good corner, that actually, from Katie McCabe, low in towards the near post on the edge of the 6-yard box. But it was just headed out by a Brighton defender, and they managed to scramble the ball clear. But it's been all Arsenal so far in this game. But chances have been very few and far between. In fact, the Brighton goalkeeper, Megan Walsh, hasn't really been stretched as yet, despite all this Arsenal possession. Williamson plays the ball to Dinsberger, who's playing almost as a third centre-half. She plays the ball out to Jem Beattie. It's going to come back over to Williamson on this near side. Now Williamson can come forward, plays a ball up the line towards Nikita Paris, who keeps it in, cuts inside. This is good play from Nikita Paris. She's going at the Brighton defence, but she's held up there. There was two players around her. Now Inessa Cagman can come out of the ball for Brighton. She's not really been in this game yet, Cagman, actually, but I'm sure she will as the game goes on. Williamson again picked up possession for Arsenal. That's another dink ball over the top, another good ball. Jordan Nobbs there tried to get it under control of her chest, but it just bounced away from her into the arms of Megan Walsh in goal for Brighton. But those long passes from Williamson, a feature of our play, well, for England as well as for Arsenal. It's been a feature of these opening 15 minutes. So far, nothing's quite come of it, but you can see it's going to cause Brighton a lot of problems. Leah Walty there, a nice pirouette in the midfield, plays the ball to Katie McCabe. She gives it back to Jem Beattie, and again, it's going to come to Williamson, the right-sided centre-back for Arsenal, striding forward, held up briefly by Carter, a former teammate, of course. Plays it out to Jem Beattie. Now to Katie McCabe over on that far side, right on that touchline. Plays it into Beth Mead, gets it back again. Katie McCabe, this is nice possession football from Arsenal. Moving slightly further up the pitch, Leah Walty there, dinks the ball over the top, looking for Paris, but a good header came in there from Kersdyke, it was, for Brighton. But again, Arsenal picked up the ball. Brighton not really showing too much attacking intent at the moment. That's another long ball from Williamson looking for Beth Mead over on the far side inside the penalty area. Ball just runs away from her slightly, but she's still got it now over on that far side. Beth Mead tried to backheel it into the path of McCabe, but it's hit a Brighton defender, gone out for a throw to Arsenal. It's been a decent opening 16 minutes in terms of possession for Arsenal, but it's just not created anything yet. We've had one or two half chances maybe, but nothing clear cut. And we just need to be a little bit more. We're going to have to be patient anyway because of our Brighton defend, but let's hope we can start getting some chances there. That was a throw there from McCabe to Beth Mead right by the goal line on this near side, and as Mead tried to flick the ball up, it's hit Kaylee Green, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. It's almost a corner where it is. It was a handball there. She can't really have to. It was Letitia, with the handball. Maya Letitia. We've also got a free kick now just by the far corner flag. It's about 5 yards in from the corner flag and about 3 yards in from the from the goal line. So it's almost as good as a corner. This Paris is in there, Williamson's in there. Instead, it's played short to Kim Little. The cross comes in towards the penalty spot. But again, it's a Brighton head who gets it away, but they can't really clear the ball again. And Arsenal again have picked up possession. This has been the story so far. This game, 17 and a half minutes played. Arsenal possession. And Brighton quite happy to sit deep, almost wanting us to have to force the play. It's almost as though they're playing for extra time already, isn't it? But anyway, Leah Williamson now again. She's had a lot of the ball in these opening 17 minutes. Finds Beattie. She then finds Jordan Nobbs. Plays it into Leah Walton. Jordan Nobbs then gets it back. Jem Beattie finds Leah Williamson again. This is a good ball over to the near touchline. Nikita Paris, very wide. She plays the ball in to Marit, gets it. Oh, it doesn't get it back. It goes back to Kim Little. Sorry, now Leah Williamson. Jem Beattie now plays it in to Leah Walty. Plays it out to the far side to Katie McCabe. Beth Mead tried to give it back to her, but again, a Brighton defender was in the way. They've done that well so far. But that clearance is just going to roll all the way through to Zinsberger again. I say she's playing like a third centre half sometimes because she's under no pressure whatsoever. Nigel's in the chat there. Nigel, good to see you again. He says, Chelsea looked fantastic going forward earlier today. They'll be out for revenge should you make it to them. No, exactly. No, I mentioned that before. They will definitely be looking for revenge. You know what Emma's like. She doesn't like losing to anybody, but she certainly doesn't like losing to Arsenal. So she even said, didn't she, in her interview after the game, Emma, that she hopes Arsenal was to go through because you could tell that's what she'll be doing. That would be a really difficult game for us at Wembley. But obviously, cup finals are never going to be easy, are they? We need to get there and have the opportunity to play against them there. So let's hope that we can. But it's been a difficult opening 19 minutes here today. Brighton have defended deep, they've defended well, and we're struggling to really create too many chances. Now Brighton coming forward, are they? Was it Danielle Carter there? But she's been given offside, and Arsenal going to have a free kick. But Brighton haven't really offered any sort of attacking threat at all so far in this game. But they've been very solid defensively. So it's going to be a difficult game for Arsenal to break them down. Carter was offside there. Good line by Arsenal. Leah Williamson stepped up well to catch her former teammate there offside. And it's going to be really the pattern of this game. It's going to be like this certainly until Arsenal can get a breakthrough, if indeed we do get the breakthrough, because the longer it stays at 0-0, the more anxious we may get. And now Brighton, Danielle Carter, again, every time she gets the ball, she's very isolated. Brighton aren't really committing too many bodies forward. They don't want to get caught on a counter-attack, obviously, which you can understand. But it's leading to quite a frustrating, or has been quite a frustrating opening 20 minutes. But Leah Williamson, again, with another great long ball over the top, looking for Caitlin Ford, but her touch lets her down a little bit there, and Williams can clear it. That's a bad clearance. Nikita Paris with a shot. She rushed it a little bit. It's gone out for a goal kick. That was a poor clearance, actually, from Megan Walsh, the Brighton goalkeeper. It fell straight to Nikita Paris, just on the edge of the penalty area. There was a rushed clearance there. Good first touch from Paris, but her shot was always bending away from the goal. But that was a half chance. That was, again, she maybe rushed that shot a little bit. Nikita Paris didn't really show a lot of composure there. She had a little bit more time maybe than she thought when that clearance fell to her. And that maybe sums up her Arsenal career so far, doesn't it? She's not quite been on it yet, has she? But also there's a chance here now. It's going to be a goal, is it? That's a good save from Megan Walsh. Brighton cleared it away. It was Caitlin Ford. It was a mistake at the back from Brighton. Caitlin Ford got in one-on-one with the goalkeeper. She had options, actually. She could have just tapped it either side of her. There was Beth Mead and Nikita Paris. It was good play, actually, from Ford. It was a mistake from Williams. And it was a good save, actually, from Megan Walsh. And then Brighton do manage to scramble it behind for a corner. That was the first real opportunity for the women, Arsenal women there. Good save, actually, from Megan Walsh. She stood firm and blocked that shot from Caitlin Ford, who did well, actually. It was a mistake from Williams, trying to be a little bit too clever on the edge of her own penalty area. Caitlin Ford took the ball off her, and good save. It was a good save, it has to be said. But maybe she should have scored. Caitlin Ford, I feel there. A one-on-one with a goalkeeper inside the penalty. You've got to slot that in the corner. It was too close to the goalkeeper. And it remains at 0-0. But finally, we seem to be getting one or two chances now. You can sense a goal maybe coming. Caitlin Ford now plays the ball into the penalty area, but it's gone a little bit too far behind all the onrushing Arsenal players of Brighton now trying to bring the ball out of defence. This is a good run, actually, but it's going to run out for a throw to Brighton on halfway. Regenda there says, your commentary is much better than the BBC. Well, thank you very much. I suppose it's more biased towards Arsenal, perhaps. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I've got the BBC coverage on. I'm not really listening to their commentary. But anyway, Brighton now launching or trying to launch an attack down that far side. But again, Arsenal win possession back. I say Brighton opposing no real attacking threat whatsoever. But they do have quality players up there. Obviously, Danielle Carter, as we know, Cagman as well. If they get the opportunities, they will pose a threat. But so far, it's been all Arsenal possession. 22 and a half minutes played. Arsenal coming forward. Again, Jordan Nobbs in midfield. She dummied a pass there, caught out of Brighton midfield, and Arsenal can now switch the play to this near side. Again, this time it's Moritz getting forward for Arsenal. Down this right side. A great cross in the 6-yard box. Header comes in. Caitlin Ford it was with the header. That's a great cross, actually, from that far side, the near side, right-hand side from Moritz there. Noel Moritz, a great cross, actually. Good movement inside the penalty area from Ford. Lovely cross. Maybe she should have directed that on target. She's put her header just wide. That's two opportunities for Caitlin Ford now in the last couple of minutes. She just headed that wide of that near post. Maybe she should have put that on target at least and tested Walsh, but she wasn't able to there, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. But that's another opportunity now. The chances are starting to mount up for Arsenal. You can see the goal maybe not being that far away. But Brighton are still being resolute at the back. And until we do get that breakthrough, it's always going to be very nervy, isn't it? But that was a clear opportunity again for Ford now. That's the second one she's had, I say, in the last 3 or 4 minutes. And she hasn't managed to find the target. Big opportunity for her, obviously, with Viv not playing today. She needs to step up and get the goal. I say she did get 2 in the last round against Tottenham, but really she should have found a target there of at least one of those opportunities. 2 good clear sights at goal for the Australia, but she wasn't able to take any of them there. It seems like there's a decent crowd in, actually, today, which is good. A few Brighton fans as well sprinkled in amongst the Arsenal fans. Of course, you don't really need segregation in the women's game. Not yet anyway, maybe one day if the crowds get a lot bigger, but anyway, we hope not. It's obviously it's a friendly atmosphere anyway, generally, and which is always good to see. There'll be a little bit of needle in the final if Arsenal get through against Chelsea, as there always is. That will be a really good game, that. But we need to get through first. Regenda says there, you're naming the players better than the BBC. Well, I hope I can do. I mean, I've spent enough time watching them, so I'm hoping I can get them right. I don't know too much about the Brighton players. I'm learning about them a little bit more. 1 or 2 of them are familiar, obviously Carter in particular, and 1 or 2 others. But yeah, I'm trying my best. I'm glad you appreciate it. Russ is in the chat in. Russ, yeah, good evening, Russ. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Hope you're well. Let's see if we can get a second good result of the weekend for Arsenal. Let's hope so. It's not often that the men and the women both win on the same weekend, is it? But anyway, we've got an opportunity today. But it's been a difficult opening 25 minutes for Arsenal. We've had all the possession and all of the chances, and 2 real clear-cut opportunities as well. I say for Caitlin Ford, she wasn't able to take any of them. But Williamson now plays the ball up his near side. Again, to Moritz, she put that good cross in a minute ago. Another crossing towards the near post. It's Paris this time with a header. And again, it's the same outcome. Just past that near post again. Another great cross, though, from Moritz from this right-hand side. That's 2 now in a couple of minutes there. The great cross there. Good movement from Nikita Paris, but she needed to head it more across the goalkeeper. It went too straight. and went past the near post for a goal kick. But the chances are starting to pile up now for Arsenal. Surely the goal's not that far away. Brighton cannot survive this relentless pressure, surely, for much longer. 26 minutes played. It is still Arsenal 0, Brighton 0. And it is a goal kick to Brighton. We're going to restart following that opportunity. In fact, we have restarted it. Williams now plays it back to goalkeeper Walsh. Brighton trying to play out from the back, but now Walsh goes long towards the halfway line. It is flicked on in midfield. Danielle Carter's after this, and she gets clear actually of Beattie. I think it is over on that far side. That's a decent cross in, but Zinsberger's going to take them all day long. Having a good season actually. The Austrian goalkeeper for Arsenal, of course, she may well come up against some of these players in the Euros, of course, next summer. Arsenal and Austria, of course, drawn in the same group. So she'll have some familiar faces to face, won't she, next summer, I'm sure. This is a good play again from Williamson. Plays it into midfield to Kim Little, holds the ball up well, plays it back to Leah Walty, and pings the ball over to that far side, looking for Katie McCabe. It was a Brighton head got there first, but BT picks up possession again, and again she finds Williamson. Those two combining well again. Now she plays it out to this near side to Nikita Paris. She's got Cagman for company, cuts inside, plays it in to Kim Little, and then it's back to Leah Walty, who's sitting just in front of the defence. And she, in fact, she sits in as Jen Beattie brings the ball forward. It's going to be another opportunity for us. So is it Beth Mead fires through? Oh, it's gone over the top of the crossbar. In fact, it looks like it may have got deflected. Beth Mead burst into the box there. She's down with an injury now. Not quite sure if she got caught there just as it was good play actually. Beth Mead, she cut inside the penalty. Oh, it was a late change. Actually, that could be a penalty, that, you know. I think with VAR, she burst into the penalty. She was just about to shoot and she got tackled from behind and she's back on her feet again. That could have actually been a penalty, that, you know. But anyway, it wasn't given as a penalty. It is going to be a corner to Arsenal instead. But that was a decent opportunity. Again, it was good play from Beth Mead on the edge of the penalty area. Ran at the Brighton defence. Managed to get a shot away under pressure. And it was deflected out for this corner, which Arsenal have taken short. Again, now Kim Little, can she drill a ball into the penalty area? It goes all the way over to the far side to Jordan Nobbs. Hooks it back into the box again towards the 6-yard box. Williamson was there, but it's headed away by Brighton, who are now looking for a counter-attack with Carter. But that pass has just been overhit. And Leah Walty will tidy that up very nicely, actually. Leah Walty, she'll be playing in the Euros as well for Switzerland, of course, along with Noah Moritz in the Arsenal side. Most of these players will be playing at the Euros. Not Kim Little, of course, who has retired from international football, and of course Scotland didn't even qualify. But that's a long ball that from Leah Williamson again over on that far side to Katie McCabe. Jordan Nobbs now in midfield. Plays the ball across to the near side to Moritz. He's put a couple of good crosses in. That's a good ball again. Looking for Caitlin Fall, but Williams this time does well. But Caitlin Fall's won the ball back. The referee's given a free kick. That was harsh, actually. Caitlin Fall did well, actually, to win that ball back. But the referee said unfairly, and it is a free kick to Brighton just on the edge of the penalty area. Nigel says there, international streams for WSL FA Cup games are sparse. I am compromising by listening to your commentary, but watching Villa West Ham on a split screen. Okay, well that's good. At least you were able to get the coverage of the Arsenal women as well. Villa West Ham probably be a good game actually. I'll catch up on that later on actually. Later on tonight. Catch up with all today's Premier League games. It's been a WSL day for me. I watched the Chelsea game earlier. Chelsea Man City, and now this one as well. Again, Beth Mead does well, and again she's fouled. And is that going to be a yellow card? Possibly. Beth Mead seems to be causing all sorts of problems to Brighton now. Mark says there's skills from Beth indeed. She's got a lot of skills. I mean, that was a lovely little flick there, wasn't it? Got away from the Brighton defender, who then it's Letitia. That was actually all, like Matthew Letitia-like skills, wasn't it? And Nigel says that Emmy Martin a stinker. That's a shame, isn't it? He's had a few stinkers lately. Maybe the hype's getting to him. Now Jordan Nobbs puts a ball into the box. That's a good ball, but Williams is up there for Brighton. Wins that header, but Brighton still can't really clear the ball very far. Williamson plays it in to Jordan Nobbs again. She gets away from one challenge, but not the second one. Danielle Carter now picks the ball up for Brighton, but again, she's got nowhere to go. there's lots of defenders in the way, but now Arsenal coming forward. That's a good ball over to the far side to Jordan Nobbs. It's a good cross towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It comes out to Caitlin Ford. She's got a defender in front of her. She has to battle well there, but she keeps possession. She's got Maritz for company if she needs her for support. And then Maritz has run away, and Caitlin Ford's still holding on to the ball. She's done well, actually. Kept possession well for Arsenal. And we've got Langer Jordan here. Let's go, Arsenal, indeed. We hate Tottenham. Yes, we do indeed, but we're not playing Tottenham, so we don't have to worry about them for the minute. We need to get past Brighton and get to the final, and then we can hate Chelsea in the final, can't we, as we like to do. But again, it was a ball there from Leah Walty. Arsenal trying to open up this Brighton defence, unable to do so. And it's been a frustrating half an hour or so, hasn't it, for Arsenal, which is a shame. But we have had one or two opportunities, haven't we? Those two for Caitlin Ford, and then that effort from Beth Mead a minute ago. We are starting to create some opportunities. We need to get this opening goal, because the longer it stays like this, the more confident Brighton will get. And now they're trying to come forward themselves with Gibbons down this near side. This is a really rare attack from Brighton, but that was a poor ball, and Williamson will just clear it away. Where she gives it straight back to Gibbons, actually. That was poor. Cagman there plays it in towards the penalty area, but Williamson does well to win it back. And when she does make a rare mistake, Williamson, you know she's going to work hard to get the ball back, and she did there. But again, Arsenal having trouble getting out now. Brighton starting to press us a little bit higher up the pitch for the first time. They've not really done that at all so far. But it's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on this far side, which Katie McCabe's going to take. She plays it into Jordan Nobbs. Bit of a strange throw that, but Arsenal now got the ball with Leah Williamson, and now Maritz can break forward down this near side. She's had a good first half. Maritz going forward. She put in a few decent crosses, actually. But that wasn't a great ball to Caitlin Ford, who's lost it, and now Cagman can try and get away, but Maritz fights back and wins that ball well from Cagman, who's not been in this game at all so far. Arsenal now coming forward again. Nikita Paris is popping up over on that far side now. She's got Beth Mead outside her. She finds Beth Mead. Beth Mead tries to give it back to Paris, but again, Brighton do scramble the ball away, and it's out for a corner to Arsenal over on that far side. We must have had 4 or 5 corners in this first half. A couple of them we played short. Maybe we need to get the ball in the box. But they've got a bit of height there with Williams. She's won quite a lot of headers. But Beattie's up there this time looking to get on the end of this, and Williamson as well. It's into the near post. Again, it's a Brighton head that gets there first. They do manage to get it clear. That was Kersdyke there with the header for Brighton. But Arsenal still picked up possession again. Leah Walty now on this near side. Chips the ball towards into the penalty, towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Nikita Paris was up there at the far post. I don't know whether she was trying to head it back or not. We've got a comment there from Shaquille Brown in the chat. What's the score? It's still 0-0. It is going across the bottom of the screen, if you can see that there, but it is still 0-0. 34 minutes played. It's been all Arsenal. We've had 1 or 2 clear opportunities at goal, not managed to take them. Caitlin Ford has been the main culprit. She's missed 2 good opportunities, not quite able to put the ball in the net yet. She had a clear one-on-one which was saved, and a header she put wide. Nikita Paris has also put a header wide. They were both from Noel Maritz crosses from the right-hand side. Beth Mead had an effort as well, which was deflected just over the crossbar as well. So we've had some opportunities, but so far Brighton have held firm. And Langer Jordan says, lovely Bergkamp jersey. Yeah, it's my favourite one. I always have it up there. Obviously, back to the 2006 last season at Highbury, of course, the last season that Dennis played, of course. And Langer Jordan says, my grandma stays in Cornwall. Cornwall's a lovely place. A really lovely place. Usually have good weather as well. Better weather than most of the rest of the UK. So it's a lovely place to be. Been there a few times on holiday over the years. It is lovely, Cornwall. We're looking to maybe go there next year as well, seeing as flying abroad is quite a hassle at the minute. But anyway, it is a free kick to Brighton. It was an offside against Beth Mead over on the far side. Megan Walsh takes the free kick, but Jem Beattie got underneath it, but her head has gone straight out for a throw over on that far side to Brighton. It's been a frustrating 35 minutes for Arsenal. We've dominated possession. We've had all of the chances, but we've so far failed to find the breakthrough goal. But this is a team that scored a lot of goals this season, over 40 goals in all competitions. Just that one defeat in the Champions League away at Barcelona, where pretty much everybody loses. We've won every other game, top of the WSL and in this semi-final as well. Let's see if we can finish this job. It's been a very difficult opening 36 minutes for Arsenal, but we're still coming forward again, looking for this breakthrough. Surely Brighton can't defend for the whole 90 minutes and hang on. Williamson again now in possession on halfway for Arsenal. She plays it across the square to Jem Beattie, and then she plays it to Katie McCabe. Plays the ball in to Beth Mead, who tries to flick it back to Leah Walty, but Brighton scramble it away, but it has only gone as far as Jem Beattie again. And she finds Williamson. Again, she's going to look for that long ball over the top. It's a good ball over the top there. It's flicked on by a Brighton defender, but it's going to fall to Beth Mead inside the penalty area, is it? Oh, just bounced away from her there, and Brighton are able to clear it. It's just not quite fallen for us in the penalty area. But Brighton are defending well. But Maritz now with his throw on this near side. She gets it back. Can she put another good cross in? She can. It's a decent ball to the edge of the 6-yard box. Brighton will again get there first, but it only falls to the edge of the penalty. Kim Little now looked like she was going to try a shot. She's obviously scored a lot of goals this season. Kim Little 7 so far. Paris now drills across the 6-yard box. Surely that's a goal, is it? No. Beth Mead at the far post. She couldn't finish it off. Brighton scrambled it away again. The pressure's mounting now. Another cross comes in. This is from Katie McCabe to the far post. Paris' header. It's off the line by Williams. Did it go in? It didn't. It was headed off the line there by Williams. The shot comes in from Nobbs, blocked again by Brighton. This is relentless pressure now from Arsenal. Just can't get the ball in the net. That was a header from Paris. Looked like it was in. It beat the goalkeeper, but it was Victoria Williams there on the line, headed it away. Looked like it may have gone in, but it's not been given. There's no goal line technology in the WSL. Another ball in from Williamson. Good movement there at the near post from Caitlin Ford, but he's gone out for a goal kick. But that was a good header off the line there from the Brighton captain, Victoria Williams. A lovely ball that was from Katie McCabe to the far post. Nikita Paris's header. It beat the keeper. It was going in, and that would have been a goal there. But Williams was back there to head it off the line. It wasn't in at all. He was about a yard in front of the line. She had it clear. But that was the closest that we've come to the breakthrough. We've got a comment from Greece. Hi from Greece. I think Viv, Tobin, Kathleen, Lottie are all missing tonight. Yeah, they are. Hope they are well. Yeah, I'm not really sure actually what's gone on, why they're not in the squad today. Could be partly to do with the international break. Brighton have had a shot there. It's gone wildly over the bar. I think it was Letitia with the effort. Daniel Carter was involved earlier in that move as well. Yeah, we've got Viv's been rested. I'm not sure about Tobin Heath or Catley. I know Catley played for Australia. I don't know if she was a bit late getting back, maybe, a bit tired and stuff like that. I'm not sure about Lot, actually. I don't know why she's not playing. Obviously, she did play for England, but obviously so did a few of the other Arsenal women that are playing in this game. So I'm not quite sure why she's not playing. It could be a slight injury, maybe. But anyway, this is a team that we've got, and let's hope that we can get the job done. Shane's in the chat. How you doing, Shane? Good to see you, mate. He says, hi, Rich. Great to see the channel growing. Some good views lately. Brilliant channel coming, you guys. No, thanks a lot, Shane. You've been a big supporter right from the start, actually. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we seem to be growing, which is nice. I'm glad that people are getting involved as well and watching the shows. And yeah, it's great. And I'll say you're one of the early supporters of the channel, so I really appreciate that as well. And it's good that you're still watching as well now. And of course, the Arsenal women have been a big part of the growth actually on the channel. It's been great because I've always been a big supporter of the Arsenal women's team anyway, and covering them on the channel has been great. And it does seem as though it's getting good engagement as well, which is nice. So if you are new to the channel, you're watching maybe for the first time, this is the sort of stuff that we do. Obviously, we cover the men as well. Please consider subscribing to the channel. There's an Arsenal women's show every Friday. Do the watch-alongs of the games, some match day vlogs as well from the women's games as well. So loads of good stuff on the channel. Match previews as well of the men and the women. I did a preview of this game yesterday. That's had some good views on the channel as well. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. If you're enjoying this show, give it a like as well. That's much appreciated. It doesn't cost anything. It does help the channel to grow, all of that stuff. And and it's nice to have your support as well. Now Arsenal got a throw over on that far side with Katie McCabe. She throws it in towards Caitlin Ford, who battles well for the ball, as you know she's going to do, but Brighton do manage to pick it up, and now they can come forward themselves, but not for very long. Leah Walty gets in there. Langer in the chat has made a good point. They need to shift up the CDM. Yeah, Leah Walty is very deep. I don't know if that's a ploy to stop any counter attacks. You know, obviously we know Danielle Carter's dangerous. Whether that's the reason that we can try and get the fullbacks further up the pitch. But yeah, she is very deep. You're right. And maybe that maybe releasing her a little bit might help. Anyway, Williamson now coming forward from centre back. She tried to play the ball out to the near side to Paris. Paris has got it. It did get deflected on the way. She finds Maritz, and now it's back with Williamson again. That's along the floor. That's a lovely little, almost a good dummy there from Caitlin Ford, looking for Kim Little behind her, but the Brighton defence read it and were able to clear it away. But that was a nice little play that actually on the edge of the penalty area from Arsenal there. Williamson again involved in most of the good things that Arsenal do as usual. She's got the ball again now off the goalkeeper Zinsberger. She thought about a long ball. Instead, she just plays it square to to Leah Walty, that central midfield player there, as Jordan pointed out there, who's is sitting very deep. Beth Mead's cross there's deflected, and Brighton managed to get it away. It's Williams again, who's done a steady job back there for Brighton, although she did make one mistake earlier, which was nearly costly for her team. Maritz now on its near side to Nikita Paris. Tries to go around the outside of the defender, but she can't. And in the end, she fouls the Brighton fullback Gibbons there. They've had quite a battle, haven't they? Actually, down this in the near side, Paris and Gibbons, they have had some good, a good few battles there. Gibbons has maybe come out on top slightly there. Nikita Paris tried to go around the outside of her and couldn't, and she was fouled. She fouled Gibbons there. It's a free kick to Brighton. But Nikita Paris again is failing to really spark for Arsenal, isn't she, so far in her Arsenal career? She's been in and out of the team a little bit, obviously, due to the form of Mead and Miedemeier. But when she's played, she's not really quite firing yet, is she? We know how good a player that she is and what quality that she's got, but she hasn't really shown it consistently enough yet. And tonight's maybe summed it up. She's had one or two good moments in this first half, but also she's had one or two sort of moments where she's given the ball away a little bit too easily. She missed that header as well. But it's an opportunity now again for Paris getting in down this near side. Can she keep it in? She does. It's a great cross. Oh, it's a nice touch there from the goalkeeper. And it comes out to Beth Mead inside the penalty. But again, there's two Brighton defenders around her. She's unable to get a shot away. But that was good. That was better from Nikita Paris there. Her pace. She kept the ball in. Beth Mead again. Oh, she tried to find Katie McCabe. Didn't make the run. And it's gone out for a goal kick. But that was better from Nikita Paris there. It was a long ball. So it looked as though it was going to run out of play, but her pace got her there. It was Williamson with a pass. Look, she wasn't going to keep it in, but she did. It's a great cross as well, actually. Goalkeeper just managed to touch it away from Caitlin Ford. It did only fall to Beth Mead, round about the penalty spot, but it was scrambled away. And now it is a goal kick in the end to Brighton, who have defended really well. We're now, 30 seconds away from half-time. First half dominated by Arsenal. We've had all the possession and all of the chances, but so far we haven't got a goal. But there's an opportunity now. Caitlin Ford in the box again, but Megan Walsh is out this time. Good hand by the goalkeeper. And another opportunity goes begging there. Decent little play that Beth Mead lifted the ball over the top, looking for Caitlin Ford, but Megan Walsh was out quickly there to deny. The ball kind of held up a little bit, actually, enabled the goalkeeper to get it. And another opportunity for Arsenal goes away, which is a shame. And we're now into the 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Frustrating first half it's been for Arsenal. Brighton obviously will be absolutely delighted with how it's gone so far. Looks like this is what their plan has been, to frustrate Arsenal. And they've certainly done that. But the chances have been there. We've had 2 or 3 clear opportunities at goal that we haven't managed to take. And this has been the story of this game so far. Trake Smith there says we deserve a goal in the first half. Yeah, we have done. didn't happen, but I have no doubt they'll come in a second. Well, let's hope so, because we've certainly dominated the play, and we have had all the chances. But the longer it stays at 0-0, the more difficult it gets, isn't it? Because Brighton are growing confidence. They're ending this first half with a long throw from the far side. Are they going to put Arsenal's defence under pressure finally for the first time? The ball comes in towards the near post. It's headed away by Beth Mead, and there goes the half-time whistle. It is Arsenal 0, Brighton 0, this FA Cup semi-final. It's been all Arsenal in terms of possession, in terms of chances, but still we await the breakthrough. The best two chances that are fell to Caitlin Ford, actually. The first one was she capitalised a mistake on the edge of the penalty area by Victoria Williams, got a clear run through on goal, but her shot was a little bit too close to Megan Walsh. She made a good save, and then very shortly after that, across from the right from Maritz, found Caitlin Ford at the near post with a header, but she wasn't able to direct it in to the goal. It went past the post. Nikita Paris also put a header wide as well, very similar position, another cross from Maritz that was. And Beth Mead as well had a good effort in that first half as well. She got clear inside the penalty area, but fired out, deflected over as she was about to fire at goal. So yeah, frustrating first half that was from Arsenal. We've played well. We had created some chances, but Brighton have defended well. They've got everybody behind the ball. They've made it difficult, and it's been a hard first half, but we wasn't expecting Brighton to roll over. We've had 2 or 3 good moments actually. We just haven't quite managed to get that final touch, have we? The final goal, and you do feel as though the goal would totally open up this game. Brighton would have to come out a little bit more. There'll be more spaces in behind, and I'm sure we will be able to get an opportunity. Nigel says there are Brighton managed by Nuno. They're parking the bus. No, they have parked the bus, but we kind of felt that they would. They've defended well, actually, to give them credit. I think Victoria Williams has done well. Apart from that one mistake, she's defended well. Letitia as well. And I think Fliss Gibbons has really kept a good, firm grip on Nikita Paris. So they've defended very well, Brighton. But maybe we've just lacked a little bit of fluency and a little bit of urgency in that final third. We have had 1 or 2 opportunities, I said, but we haven't been able to take them. Langer Jordan says their pass completion percent. I'm not sure. It'll probably be quite high actually, because Arsenal have kept the ball well. And he says there sounds like too much tiki-taka, not enough. Too much ticky and not enough tackle. Yeah, possibly. Although having said that, I mean, we have had the chances, haven't we? We've had 2 or 3 clear opportunities at goal. Just haven't been able to take them. So we need to be better in that final third inside the penalty area. We're definitely missing Viv, without a shadow of a doubt. We knew that we would. We thought we maybe had enough. But don't forget, we've got Manu Bocci on the bench. She's got quality in that final third, and maybe she can come on and make the difference for us, as she did recently. This is very similar actually to the game away at Aston Villa that we played in the WSL a few weeks ago. Aston Villa came just to defend, and in the first half it was 0-0, and then in the second half Iwa Bocci came on, changed the game, and we ended up winning 4-0. I'm not saying it's going to quite work like that tonight, but we've got that option to bring her on, and she has got the quality. Who would we take off? It's a difficult one, isn't it? You'd be tempted to maybe think that the longer it goes on, do we need 2 sort of or a defensive midfield player like Leah Walty there? Do we really need that? Can we maybe sacrifice her to get Iwa Bocci on and try to put Brighton under more pressure? But the counter-attack is still a danger. It hasn't been because Brighton haven't had the opportunities, but we need to sort of bear that in mind as well. So it's a tough one, isn't it? Michael there in the chat says, best step it up for the Emirates versus Barca. Yeah, no, I mean, that's going to be a massive game, isn't it? And I'm sure it's going to be a big crowd in at the Emirates. It's great that the Emirates is being used for that game as well. It's looking forward to that. It's going to be a big night and a good game. And let's hope that Arsenal can get revenge for that very tough night that we suffered, obviously away in Barcelona a few weeks ago. Barcelona very impressive on that particular game, as we know. And yeah, we were fortunate maybe to only lose 4-1. Let's be honest. Barca could have scored 6 or 7, couldn't they, that night or more? So goalkeeper played well, which maybe was key to that game in the end. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. It'll be a different game at the Emirates as well. I'm sure we will certainly give Barcelona a better game. Whether we can win or not is another matter. Let's hope we've already qualified, so we don't need to think about it too much. Regendra says not as fast as we've played before. Now it's how fit each team is doing. Yeah, I mean, I think the international games have maybe took a little bit out of our legs. Maybe we don't look quite as sharp, do we? Have one-touch passing on the edge of the area. And Langer Jordan says a pacey winger possibly. Well, we've got plenty of pace. Mead and Paris have given us pace down the wings. We haven't really just made the most of that as yet. We don't really have a lot of other pace on the bench, unfortunately, today. Nigel says their thoughts on Sunderland League Cup quarters. Their manager was certainly mouthing off before the draw. Yeah, he was. And obviously now they've got Arsenal away and we're going to beat him about 7-0 and shut him up, which will be nice. But yeah, I mean, obviously it was a draw that we wanted. You know, let's face it, when you look at all the teams that were left in it, they were obviously the lowest ranked team. And it's given us a great chance, hasn't it, to get through to the semi-final. And I think the League Cup's an important competition for us. We've no Europe this season. I think it's vital that we go as far in it as we can. We've done well so far, really good results, good performances in that competition. And, you know, let's hope we can get through to the semi-final and then who knows. I certainly, you know, with Man City out, you wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't be worried about anyone over two legs in the semi-final. I think we can get through. So let's hope so, because that could be a good big competition for us actually this season, along with the FA Cups, all we've got to play for realistically in terms of trophies. Yes, you know, we want to get ourselves back into Europe in the league as well, don't we? That's important as well. But certainly in terms of a trophy, we're not going to win the Premier League. I think that's quite obvious. So the two cups are big. So let's hope we can keep going. It's a good draw, and we've had a fairly decent draw throughout, really, haven't we? Leeds was a tough one, but it was a good time to play Leeds with some injuries that they had, and we got through that one. So yeah, let's make the most of the draw, get into the semi-final, and try and push on from there. And you know, who knows? There's a good opportunity for us there, isn't there? You know, yeah, there's still some big teams in there. We know, you know, Chelsea and Liverpool both probably going to go through, aren't they, to the semi-final? You know, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, it's going to be good. Good competition for us this year. We haven't won it enough, have we? The League Cup. You know, we've only ever won it twice in our history. That's not really good enough, is it, for a club of our stature? So we need to put that right. Let's hope we can do it this year. And you know, another cup victory for Arteta. That'll be 2 trophies in 3 seasons. You know, that won't be a bad start, would it? Despite our rather inconsistent league performances, disappointing finishes, 8th place 2 seasons in a row. So, you know, but maybe we're just a bit more of a cup team at the minute, perhaps. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let's be fair. We're not going to win the league, are we? So we need to do well in the cup competitions, and we're going strong in that one. So that's a good sign. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, a long way to wait, isn't it, till December? I was rather hoping it might have been Sunderland away. It would have been a nice local game for me. But anyway, unfortunately it isn't. But anyway, as long as we go through, that's the main thing. Getting that semi-final. And I say then, who knows? 2-legged semi-finals can go either way, can't they? So let's hope that goes well. But yeah, perfect draw really for us, wasn't it? So far it's been a pretty good weekend, hasn't it, for Arsenal? The great win at Leicester yesterday. That draw going well, and we just need the women now just to finish this job in the second half, don't we? Because it's been a frustrating first half. But you know, we're a better team, aren't we? And I'm sure the goal or the goals will eventually come. It's just a matter of how long it takes, really, because that has been quite frustrating. They're just showing the goals from the Chelsea game, of course, played earlier on. Chelsea beat Manchester City 3-0. They were helped by some rather suspect goalkeeping in that first half by the Manchester City goalkeeper. Of course, we beat City 5-0, didn't we, actually, a few weeks ago, which was a really good performance, obviously, from us. And Chelsea have just beaten them 3-0 today in the semi-final. So whoever wins this game is going to face Chelsea, who, of course, will be, if it's us, they'll be looking for revenge after that opening day of the season when we beat them at the Emirates, which I know Emma Hayes wasn't very happy about. And I'm sure she'll be looking forward to some revenge there. But we're a good team this year, as we've seen, and we're a match for anybody. And we've got to get there first. So we still haven't managed to get this breakthrough in this game. So we'll see what happens. But it will be Chelsea at Wembley on the 5th of December, I think it is, isn't it, the final? So it's a big 45 minutes coming up at Boreham Wood for Arsenal this afternoon or this evening. We really do need to get this goal. And Michael says there, Barca beat second place team in Spain 7-1 today. Maybe change from the Emirates for the return. Yeah, I must admit, I mentioned before that playing at the Emirates is probably going to benefit Barcelona with a bigger pitch and stuff like that. But I think that game deserves a big crowd. And it's the right decision. Yes, I think it's been money motivated, of course, as most decisions are in football. But yeah, I would say from a football perspective, playing at Boreham Wood would probably have been would have given Arsenal a bit more of an advantage, possibly. And I think it's going to be a tough game at the Emirates. But I think that so far, whenever the women have played at the Emirates, they seem to have got a lift from that, and hopefully they'll get a lift in the Barcelona game as well. We'll have to see. But it's obviously going to be a tough game. We know that. Daniel says, what's the score? It's still 0-0 at half time. And Langer Jordan says La Liga is rigged anyway. Well, we kind of know that, don't we, in the men's and the women's game probably. But to be fair, that Barcelona team are exceptional. They absolutely ripped us to pieces, didn't they, in that game a few weeks ago? That was a tough watch, that. I mean, we dug in second half and maybe played a bit better, but they did struggle to beat that Koga team, didn't they? The Danish team, the 2 late goals. Of course, we played Koga twice, home and away, a double header with them in our next 2 Champions League group games, and we need to win both of them before we face Barcelona again. I know, it's Hoffenheim first, isn't it? And then Barcelona. But anyway, we need to win our next 2 games in the group first before we can worry too much about that. But yes, we've got an opportunity to go through, haven't we? Because Koga got to play, Hoffenheim got to play Barcelona twice. And if they lose both of them 2 games, we win our 2 games against a Danish team. That'll put us 6 points ahead of them. And yeah, we then will probably only need a draw away at Hoffenheim to go through. Nigel says there, lots of academy players on the bench. Yeah, there is, yeah. Would be nice to see some of them come through and be successful in the first team. Yeah, I mean, 1 or 2 have played. Alex Hennessy, of course, had a big impact in pre-season, didn't she, when she scored a couple of goals against Tottenham, wasn't it, in that tournament? And Anna Patton, of course, has played already for the first team quite a lot. Taya Goldie as well has played a few games. So yeah, we seem to have a good bunch of academy guys coming through, which is good. Like the men are the same. We seem to be sorted that aspect of the club out pretty well, don't we? Over the last few years, and it seems to be working on the women's side as well. A lot of good young players coming through. Hala Hussein as well, of course, who's on the bench. She's played a bit in pre-season as well. So yeah, we've got some good young players actually. And yeah, I agree. I hope that some of them can come through and be successful. Follow the path of people like Leah Williamson, who has come through that path as well and got into the first team. Lost Wilburn-Moy as well, of course. Currently, she's not in the squad today, but she's played a lot of football for Arsenal and England as well. So yeah, there's definitely a pathway there that you can see, and let's hope that some of these young players can come through as well and be successful in the first team. And I'm sure that they certainly look as though they've got the capabilities to do that. And I think Arsenal will give them the opportunity as well. It's difficult at the minute because we're now chasing trophies, aren't we? And it's difficult to give young players as many opportunities as you would want to when you're chasing trophies, because every game's so important, isn't it? But I'm sure at some stage they will play, and hopefully some of them can really push on. So we've seen some of them already, haven't we? We've seen the quality that they've got, so it'll be good. Larry George says that Odegaard way too much potential not to pay out. Yeah, I mean Odegaard's I like Odegaard. I'm sure he's going to be great. He's a little bit of he's had a few issues, hasn't he? The last few games he's not maybe been as good. Maybe the system and where he's been asked to play isn't bringing the best out of him. And that's one of my concerns with Arteta, actually. He's not maybe always seems able to get the best out of certain players, does he? He's had these problems and he needs to find a way of getting the best out of Martin Odegaard because he's a great player. But so far, he hasn't quite managed it, has he? But anyway, let's see how that develops over the course of the season. Smith Rowe seems to be the one in possession at the minute and playing well, isn't he? Scoring goals as well. So there's no need to necessarily change it at the moment. Anyway, the teams are back out here at Boreham Wood for the second half. Arsenal looking to make this breakthrough and get to the FA Cup final in Jonas's first season. That would be a great start to his Arsenal career. Brighton are just having their huddle before we start this second half. Arsenal are ready to go. We need to find this breakthrough because that's going to open this game up, isn't it? Brighton can't keep defending like this if they go behind. So that's going to be key. Let's see if Brighton's approach is going to be any different in the second half, or whether they're still going to be happy just to sit back and try to maybe take it to extra time and penalties. Who knows? We did have a 0-0 draw, of course, in the Continental Cup against Brighton, didn't we, a couple of years back? Similar sort of game as this, actually. But so the second half is back underway. Brighton kicking off. Arsenal attacking the goal to our left in this second half, which is the north stand, which is the terrace with the roof behind the goal, which we're attacking in this second half, which should be good. We tend to score more goals up that end of the pitch, actually. So hopefully that'll be the case in this game as well, and we can get this job done. Doesn't look like there's any changes from either side actually at half time. So Iwabochi isn't going to be coming on quite yet. I'm sure we will see her, especially if it stays 0-0. Now Beth Mead on this near side for Arsenal to the left. She's got Kate McCabe outside her, ball in towards the 6-yard box. Again, it's Williams there, clears it for Brighton, but not very far. Beth Mead curls it into the far post, but nobody's there. Poor cross, actually, that was. But that was good link-up play down the left-hand side. Mead found McCabe on the overlap. Good ball, actually, in towards the 6-yard box. But again, it was Victoria Williams there for Brighton, the Brighton captain, with the header. She did really well there, actually, to clear that ball away. And Brighton have survived another Arsenal attack. But it looks like we're going to be seeing a similar pattern. Beth Mead again down this left-hand side. She's got clear just inside the penalty area. Can she pull the ball across? She's right at the byline. It goes across the 6-yard box. The goalkeeper, Megan Wolf, pushes it out again. And then Brighton clear it away towards Danielle Carter. But Jem Beattie steps in. But now Carter again. But Williamson comes across, shows great pace, and wins the throw as well off the former Arsenal player, Danielle Carter. And Arsenal can now pick up possession again. Jem Beattie. She's got Katie McCabe on this near side. Instead, she goes through the middle to Caitlin Ford. That's a nice touch from Caitlin Ford. A good ball. It was almost a good ball looking for Nikita Paris over on that far side, but it overhit slightly and it's gone out for a goal kick. A lovely turn that was, though, from Ford. She's had two of the best chances. Of course, I forgot to mention that header from Nikita Paris, which was cleared off the line again by Victoria Williams, who's probably been Brighton's standout player tonight, the captain for Brighton. She's been a rock at the back for them, and it's been her performance as much as anything else that's kept us out, kept it at 0-0. We've played 2 minutes of the second half. It is still 0-0, and we're still awaiting this breakthrough, which we've been waiting for quite some time. We've had one or two good opportunities, I said, but so far no goals. Katie McCabe there lost the ball forward towards Caitlin Ford. Again, she holds it up well and turns. She's good at that, isn't she? And she's laid the ball off a little bit short, though, for McCabe, but McCabe wins it back. What a great challenge that was by Katie McCabe. She finds Beth Mead again over on this far side, the near side, sorry. She's into the penalty area, Beth Mead. She plays the ball through towards Jordan Nobbs, but again, Brighton defender gets in the way. They haven't cleared it away very far, though. Maritz chips it back into the box. A free header comes in. Again, it was Caitlin Ford with a header. She should have done better. She headed it straight at goalkeeper Walsh there. That was a free header from about 12 yards. Again, it was a cross from Maritz. And the header came in, but it was too close to Megan Walsh. Lacked the power and a comfortable save. But again, it was a Maritz cross again. Decent ball. She had a little bit more time maybe than she thought there, Caitlin Ford. It was a poor header, actually, straight into the arms of Megan Walsh. But Arsenal starting the second half on the front foot. We seem to be moving the ball a lot quicker now. Williamson now striding forward from the back. That's a good ball again into Caitlin Ford. Again, she does well. Nice turn with the ball at her feet. She lays it off to Jem Beattie. She pings it into Walsh. Beth Mead tries a shot from the edge of the box, but again, it's too close to Megan Walsh. But the shots are coming in now. And that was Jordan Nobbs, sorry, not Beth Mead. It was Jordan Nobbs there, cut inside from the left. Tried a shot from about 25 yards, and it was straight at the Brighton goalkeeper. Either side of her, and she may have had a bit more of a problem, but it was straight out of there. But again, another shot comes in for Arsenal. Again, have started the second half in total control, but again, not able to find this breakthrough. But we are certainly moving the ball a lot quicker now. Coming forward again, Katie McCabe down his left-hand side. Again, she's got Beth Mead just coming inside the penalty area. Beth Mead cuts inside. Again, she's going to get across this. She's got 6-yard box. Surely this is a chance. It's a goal. It's there. Finally, the breakthrough. It's Kim Little with the goal. It took 49 minutes. It's been 49 minutes of pretty much relentless Arsenal pressure. It's finally paid off. Beth Mead with the assist, and it's Kim Little with the goal. I said we come out for the second half looking, we're moving the ball a lot quicker. Beth Mead done really well, pulled it back, and Kim Little there, nice little first touch inside the 6-yard box, and then flicked it in. As Chank Smith there says, much better indeed it was, and later on goal, it was indeed a goal. Finally got the break for Kim Little there from inside the 6-yard box, poaching a goal for herself, and that's her 8th goal of the season actually as well. So it's been a great season again from her. Beth Mead with the assist, as you would expect. She's on fire at the moment. Brighton now making a substitution. They're changing things around. It's going to be Emma Kovisto is coming on for Brighton. Not quite sure who's gone off yet, but not surprisingly, they're now changing their shape slightly. And it's actually an injury to Kaylee Green. So she's gone off. She had a thigh heavily strapped anyway, and she's now gone off. But Brighton, you're going to see a different Brighton side now, I'm sure. That's a long ball over the top. Jem Beattie there, put under pressure from Carter. She plays it out. It's going to be a throw to Brighton down by this corner flag. It's actually Lee's come on as well for Simpkins for Brighton. They've made 2 substitutions there, actually. The Korean striker has come on for Brighton. Lega Jordan says there, the Arsenal stays firing. Yes, indeed. Finally gets the goal. But Brighton have changed their shape. They brought another striker on. I thought that they would. We needed that goal to open this game up, and hopefully it's going to lead to a few more spaces on the counter-attack. That's a throw that looked like a foul throw because her leg was onto the pitch. But anyway, Arsenal do scramble it clear. And this is the first time Brighton have really offered any kind of attacking threat at all. But that one's gone, the ball's gone all the way through to Zinsberg. I'm sure Lee, the Korean, is going to make a difference for Brighton. Certainly going to offer a different threat through the middle, isn't she? Nigel says there, Mido is putting up great numbers this season. First name on the team. Indeed she is. She's been fantastic. She's going to be in the running for Player of the Year, Player of the Season if things carry on the way it's going. I mean, brilliant for England as well. Brilliant for Arsenal. Actually, I'm not updating the score on the bottom of the screen, have I? I do apologise. I will do that now. Got a bit carried away there, a bit excited about the goal finally. It took a long time, but we've got there. And much needed it was as well. So there we go. As it said at the bottom there, Arsenal 1, Brighton 0. Indeed it is. It also says there, road to 700 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so to help the channel to grow. And I say give it a like as well, especially now we're winning. The frustration is gone, and hopefully we can enjoy the rest of this game. A second goal, though, would be really nice, wouldn't it, to really settle us down. McCabe on this near touchline plays the ball back to Jem Beattie. Look like Brighton were going to be playing for that goalless draw. Ball played through again. Kim Little it is making the run, but Megan Wolf clears it up towards Danielle Carter. But Brighton haven't really had hardly any possession at all in the Arsenal half. But they are now for the first time really. They've got the ball over on that far side. Cross comes into the box, but Williamson was there with it. And McCabe was there with a header. And Arsenal can get the ball away. And Tracksmith says there, Brighton will push up now. I think it'll play into our hands. Hopefully it will. But they're coming forward now. Maybe an opportunity to score. Kagman there, but she was denied by a tackle from Kim Little, I think it was. And now Beth Mead down this near side. She created a goal and she's looking to create some more problems for Brighton here. She's got the ball back again. Beth Mead, very similar position to what she set the goal up from. This time she goes for a shot and it's in. Beth Mead has scored. It's 2-0. Surely we're at Wembley now. A goal and an assist for Mead inside 5 minutes. This time down the left-hand side, she got into a similar position. This time, instead of pulling it back, she took the shot on. It went through the defender's legs. It's gone into the corner of the net. Fantastic finish that was from Beth Mead. Just saying what great numbers that she's got. She's added another one. Just played it almost through defender Letitia there. Goalkeeper had no chance. She used Letitia as a shield and then just it actually got a slight deflection off the Brighton defender as well. And Leah Jordan says, well done. A bit of fire signal there from Shakir. Indeed, it has been. And some claps there from Tracksmith Beach. Yeah, brilliant stuff that from Arsenal, which is fully in control now. Surely we are going to Wembley. And that's going to be fantastic, isn't it, against Chelsea. I'll update the score this time straight away. But 2 quick goals there. One assist for Beth Mead, and then a second is the goal for Beth Mead. Brilliant stuff from her. Sums up her season, doesn't it? We needed a goal. We needed something special. And Beth Mead has produced 2 moments of absolute quality down this left-hand side with an assist for the first goal and the second goal herself. Nigel says here, Mido, hand her the Ballon d'Or. She's not been nominated this year. Maybe next year, though, she may well be in contention for it. Certainly, if Arsenal do well in all competitions this season. I mean, she's certainly on fire at the moment, isn't she? What a fantastic season that she's having. And she maybe doesn't always score enough goals, does she? I think that's only her 3rd goal of the season or 4th. But come Arsenal again looking for another goal. You can't really feel sorry for Brighton because they set up to defend and ultimately they wasn't able to do it. And now they've had to come out. They've left themselves wide open. And hopefully we can go on and get a few more goals. But we've certainly done the job we've needed to do so far. Those 2 quick goals put us in control of this game and put us 34 minutes away from Wembley. Beth Mead again down this left-hand side. She certainly turned this game in the early part of the second half, hasn't she? Real quality that she shows again. Williamson now playing it out from the back. Arsenal looking just to see this game. Nikita Parrish, she'll be desperate for a goal as well, and an opportunity for her in this team tonight, of course, with Viv out. Now Beth Mead again coming forward down this left-hand side. Is she going to create more havoc for Brighton? Looks like she is. She gets into the penalty. It's another assist. Good save. It's a shot from Jordan Nobbs. A good save from Megan Walsh, and the follow-up from Kim Little's gone wide. Again, it was Beth Mead at the heart of it. She's just been fantastic in this second half. Almost created another goal there. She's got so much space down this left-hand side, and she's using it to great effect. This time she pulled it back to Jordan Nobbs. Her shot was saved by Megan Walsh, and Kim Little couldn't quite turn that rebound home. It's a difficult shot actually with a back heel. She flicked her heel out at it, and it went over the bar. But almost a 3rd goal there created by Mead. Now Lee coming forward on this near side for Brighton, but Katie McCabe's having none of that. Takes the ball off her. Larry Jordan says Arsenal is splendid with goals in quick succession. Surely they will win. Surely now they'll win. Yeah, let's hope so. Certainly, Brighton doesn't look like scoring 1 goal, let alone 2. But anyway, you never know. Goals do change games. If Brighton were to get one back, you never know. But they've just conceded a free kick there, a foul on Caitlin Ford just inside the centre circle. And maybe Brighton are running out of steam a little bit. They've worked hard in that first half to keep us out. But Beth Mead actually gives the ball straight to Lee. But look at her try to work hard to run it back. But now Brighton have got an opportunity. Danielle Carter inside the Arsenal penalty area. But Leah Williamson just recovered well there and snuffed out that opportunity. Just as it looked as though maybe Carter was going to get an opportunity to get a goal on her return to Boreham Wood. Of course, the former Arsenal player. But Leah Williamson there showed great pace to get back. And now Nikita Parrish down this far side. This is an opportunity for a 3rd goal. Is it Nikita Parrish inside the penalty area? She's going to have to put it back. The pullback is hit the Brighton defender. It would have left Jordan Nobbs with a simple chance. But again, Nikita Parrish's final ball isn't quite good enough, is it? Beth Mead now is on the attack for Arsenal. finds Jordan Nobbs again. She's forced backwards a little bit. Katie McCabe didn't make the run forward to support that time. And now Leah Walty plays it square to Williamson. And then she pings it over out to that far side to Maritz. Gets it back, Williamson. Nice little turn, finds Leah Walty. Arsenal now knocking the ball around, but actually that's given away unusually there by Kim Little. But again, even when Arsenal give the ball away, they win it back quickly. But Nikita Paris has knocked it out for a throw. She's been quite disappointing, Paris, today in this game. And I think that maybe sums up her Arsenal career so far. She hasn't quite found her form yet, has she? It's a big opportunity for her tonight, actually. I was hoping she was going to come in and get a goal or two, but it's not quite happened for her. She was unlucky with that header in the first half, which was cleared off the line. But other than that, I'm not really sure that she's done quite enough for me in this game, I'm afraid, which is a shame. But anyway, Brighton now coming forward themselves, now looking for an opportunity. A shot comes in just wide of the post. That was a save, was it? There, that was a substitute, actually. Covisto with the shot there. It was Danielle Carter played was at the heart of that there. She played it out to this near side. Nice cut inside. And did Zinsberger get a touch on that, push it around the post? If she did, that is a fantastic shot. But it's gone just past that far post. That could have changed the game, actually. The substitute for Brighton, it was a goal kick. Zinsberger didn't touch it. In fact, I didn't think she did, actually. But anyway, it wasn't. And it's gone out for a goal kick. But that was the closest Brighton have come, actually. Jordan says there, Paris is only dangerous running the wing outside the 18-yard box. She seems to be, yeah, certainly tonight. She's got into the box and decision-making has been poor. The final ball's been poor. It hasn't quite, it's not quite gone for her, has it, unfortunately. But let's hope she can produce something in this final half an hour that remains of this game. Arsenal in total control. It's Arsenal winning 2, Brighton 0. Arsenal are now half an hour away, or just less, from an appearance in the FA Cup final. Of course, the record number of wins that we've got in this competition with 14, looking to make it 15. And there's going to be some changes from both teams. Iwabochi is about to come on for Arsenal. And it looks as though Ellie Brazil is going to come on for Brighton as well, another attacking player for them. They've left it late to bring attacking players on, haven't they? But Arsenal have deserved this 2-0 lead. We've battered away at the Brighton defence all through the game. Paris has just won the ball back in a dangerous position now. Inside the box, Caitlin Ford was it, or was it Kim Little? But the ball was cleared away again by Brighton, who are still defending pretty well. But if they're going to get back in this game, they're going to have to show a lot more attacking intent, aren't they, in these final 28 minutes that remain. Beth Mead again on this near side. That's a lovely ball in to Jordan Nobbs. She plays it back to Beth Mead. She's done well, Beth Mead. Is she going to get a shot away? She is. That's a brilliant goal. Is it just over the top of the crossbar? That would have been a fantastic goal from Beth Mead. The form that she's in, you may be a little bit surprised it didn't go in. She did really well on the edge of the box there. Linked up with Jordan Nobbs, beat the defender to the ball, and then tried to curl it in to the top corner. Opened her body up well. Brighton are now making that substitution. It is going to be Ellie Brazil who's coming on for Victoria Williams. Actually, that's a forward off for a defender. They might as well. They've got nothing to lose now. They're 2-0 down. Williams has played well for Brighton at the back. She did get that clearance off the line in the first half, and she is now going off, and it's young Ellie Brazil coming on for Brighton. Arsenal now making 2 substitutions of their own. It's going to be Iwabochi and Frida Manham are going to be coming on as well for Arsenal. I think Iwabochi may have been coming on anyway, even if it was 0-0. But she's going to get a good 25 minutes or so. And Frida Manham as well, who's had a great start to her Arsenal career. Frida Manham, so consistent she's been in that midfield. Got a couple of goals as well, of course. A great goal against Everton in our last WSL game. But now Arsenal coming forward again. This is into Jordan Nobbs. She tried to flick it through towards Nikita Paris. It may be Nikita Paris who's going to be coming off for Iwabochi, but we will see, or possibly Jordan Nobbs, but we'll see how that substitution happens in a minute. And I've got a feeling Manham may well come on for Leah Walty. In fact, Caitlin Ford might be going off because she has obviously had a lot of trouble in this last couple of weeks with Australia, so we'll see. But we are making the 2 substitutions now, and it's going to be Leah Walty coming off for Frida Manham, a like-for-like substitution. Frida Manham does get forward a little bit more than Leah Walty does, but it's great to see Frida back in the team. She's had a great start to the season, and it is Caitlin Ford who's gone off for Iwabochi. I had a feeling it might be the travel that she's been doing over the last couple of weeks, and Iwabochi's coming on. Maybe Nikita Paris might be moved into the centre with maybe Beth Mead going over to the right, possibly. We'll see how that plays out. It looks like it is. It looks like, actually, maybe not. Maybe Iwabochi's just going to be more central. We'll see how that works out anyway now, but we have got the 2 substitutions have been made. So it's Manham and Iwabochi on for Walty and Ford. Caitlin Ford will be disappointed not to get a goal today. She did have a couple of opportunities in that first half. She didn't take them. Now Carter coming forward for Brighton, looking to try and get a goal back here. Good cross into the box there. Zinsberger gets onto it. She couldn't hold on to the ball under a bit of pressure. It's come out to Carter. She lifts it back into the box, but Zinsberger makes a comfortable save. Brighton have certainly offered a little bit more of a threat, haven't they, since going behind? But they still haven't really shown enough quality in that final third to really worry us too much. That was a decent cross into the near post. It was a good hit, a good challenge actually there from Brazil, who's just come on. But Zinsberger did well, and then the second shot from Carter was a comfortable save for the goalkeeper there. She's got the ball at her feet again, Zinsberger. All Gembiti there, lets it run under her feet, and Brighton are going to pick up possession here with Brazil, who's just come on. She dinks the ball into the box, looking for Lee, but she couldn't quite get on the end of it. A little bit sloppy that was from Arsenal, and we're still not really dealing with this particularly well, actually. And now ball comes in to Jordan Nobbs. Now McCabe, but that was a heavy touch there from McCabe. And Brighton again pick up possession, but Iwabochi gets her first touch, and she does well, actually, gets possession of the ball. And the ball played out to that far side to Merritts. Now Manham, her first involvement, tried to knock a ball up to Beth Mead, who's gone over to the right-hand side now. And it looks like Paris is more centrally. She's picked up the ball now, Nikita Paris. Will she feel more comfortable playing through the middle? Now she plays it out to this near side to Katie McCabe. Plays it inside to Jordan Nobbs. Iwabochi looks like she may be playing more over on this left-hand side. But Gembiti's now got the ball. Ball into Manham again in midfield. She'll certainly move the ball around well, won't she, Manham, in the middle of the park. And she plays it out here to Gembiti. Arsenal just keeping possession nicely. That was a bit loose there from Katie McCabe, actually. But Iwabochi gets the ball back, that loose pass up the line from Brighton. Iwabochi now on halfway. Plays the ball into Jordan Nobbs. Now she's got Katie McCabe over on that near side. She plays it into Nikita Paris. Tries a shot on a turn, it's blocked. She gets it back. She tries to find Jordan Nobbs. Now Kim Little. She's got Beth Mead outside. Jordan Nobbs. This is good play from Arsenal. Beth Mead now over on that right-hand side. She's been so dangerous down the left in the second half, but she's over on the right now. Plays it back to Merritts. She's putting some good crosses in this game as well. Now Williamson. Arsenal just keeping good possession. Williamson then switches it right over to this near side to Katie McCabe. A nice touch there. Finds Iwabochi. Tries to play it back to McCabe, but Letitia it was who cut that out. No, it wasn't Letitia, sorry, it was Gibbons. And it's going to be Koivisto with this throw for Brighton. She's come the closest to scoring for Brighton, actually, with that shot just past the far post about 10 minutes or so ago. Brighton have opened up a lot more in the second half, making it a lot better, a better game. And it's made it a little bit easier for us. There's a few more spaces in behind. And that certainly helped us lead to that second goal. But it was just the quality of Beth Mead, really, that's turned this game. Jordan Nobbs there. That's a good ball to Iwabochi on this near side. Can she create a goal again from this side? She cuts back inside the penalty area. She goes for a goal, a shot, but it's saved by Megan Walsh. The Brighton goalkeeper held on to that as well. very similar to the effort that Beth Mead just tried from a similar position. Where Beth Mead's one went over the crossbar. This one was on target, but it was far too close to the goalkeeper. Good play that was, though, from the Japanese striker there for Arsenal. But the shot was a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, Megan Walsh, who saved it. And it remains at 2-0. I think a third goal now would definitely finish this off. But 2-0 is always a slightly shaky lead, isn't it? But we'll see. The wind seems to have picked up as well in the second half. But Arsenal now got a throw-in over on that far side. Williamson now plays it square to Jem Beattie. Brighton aren't pressing at all, really up high up the pitch. Got a lot of time here. Katie McCabe, but plays it into midfield to Manham. She pings it out to that far side for Beth Mead. A good touch from Beth Mead. This time I'll say she's over on that far side. Tried to get across it. It's hit the defender. Come back to her. She's got another opportunity now to maybe get the ball back into the box. Instead, she goes back to Manham. To Marit, sorry. She plays it across to Katie McCabe. And Arsenal just keep in possession. Williamson now. Oh, it was almost given away, actually. In fact, it is given away now to Kovisto, who's done well, actually, since coming on for Brighton. But she couldn't keep that one in. Bit of a loose pass from Williamson. It's unusual, actually. She doesn't usually do that, does she, Williamson? Her passing is normally great. And that one was a bit of a loose one, actually. And it almost led to a counter-attack for Brighton. But Arsenal now comfortably in control of this game. Zinsberger plays it out to Maritz, and then Zinsberger gets it back again. Again, she's playing as that third centre-half. Not a lot to do today, Zinsberger, but she's looked pretty comfortable and solid with what she's had to do. Manham now. That's a nice ball into Jordan Nobbs in the midfield. She plays it out to that far side to Beth Mead. But all the flares gone up for offside. Must have been a tight one, that, actually. But that was given as offside, and unfortunately that attack has come to an end. But again, Brighton don't make anything from that free kick, and Arsenal again pick up possession. Must be 80% possession Arsenal have had in this game. 71 minutes played. Arsenal 2, Brighton 0. Jem Beattie now in possession for Arsenal. Exchanges passes with Leah Williamson over on that far side. Leah Williamson plays it in to Beth Mead, who's dropped a bit deeper. Jem Beattie there. Lofts a long ball forward again, looking for Beth Mead. Is she going to get on the end of this? No, she doesn't, but she puts the Brighton defender under pressure, and it's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on that far side, which Maritz is going to take. Arsenal had to work hard for this lead, this 2-0 lead that they've deserved. There's no doubt about it. But it's been a bit of a struggle at times. It's been hard going. Brighton have defended well, but ultimately, another shot comes in there. That was a great run, actually, forward. That was, I think it was Frida Manham with the run. She did score a great goal against Everton recently on this ground, but that shot was too close to the goalkeeper. Brighton now trying to play it out from the back, and they failed to do so. It's gone out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Katie McCabe is going to take. But it was Katie McCabe actually with that run. Sorry, not Frida Manham. She's scored a few goals this season, Katie McCabe, hasn't she? But she wasn't able to get another one there. She's got a couple of important goals as well. I mean, great goal at Aston Villa, a great goal. They're making a breakthrough against Everton as well. So she's certainly having another good season, Katie McCabe. Beth Mead, though, who's been the outstanding player in this game, just gets fouled there. And it's going to be a yellow card for the Brighton defender for that clumsy foul there. It was Connolly, actually, Megan Connolly there. Beth Mead got away from her there. Late challenge here. Obviously, it's going to be a yellow card. And Beth Mead, of course, has been the danger, hasn't she, for Arsenal in this second half in particular, with a goal and an assist. And Connolly there showed the only way you can stop her is by fouling her. She picks up a yellow card. But Arsenal still keeping possession here. Freedom Manham looking for Beth Mead again over on that far side. She hasn't quite had the influence. She was looking for Marit, sorry. Beth Mead doesn't quite have as much influence over on that far side. So I don't know whether or not it might have been better to put her through the middle maybe and put Nikita Paris where she was. But anyway, it is 2-0 with 16 minutes to play. Arsenal look as though we are going to Wembley in December. Could be another goal there or a ball there. Jordan Nobbs tried to play the ball forward towards the run of Nikita Paris, but the Brighton defender there managed to cut that out. Jim Beattie now plays it to this near side to McCabe. It's a nice little 1-2 with Jordan Nobbs. Katie McCabe on halfway, finds Iwabochu. Nice play there, brilliant. She gets past two defenders there. What's the ball like? It's a great ball to Beth Mead over on the far side. Oh, she's gone a little bit wider than she maybe would have liked. Couldn't get a shot away. She's kept the ball in though, Beth Mead. Over on the far side, can we get a third goal? Played up the line. It's just ball into the middle. It's a sliding tackle in the penalty area. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. It was Maritza got forward. Doesn't score often, does she? But she was in a good situation there. The ball inside and couldn't quite get. Maritz couldn't quite get on the end of it, but it is a corner to Arsenal. Not had many corners in the second half, actually. Had a stream of them in the first half. But anyway, it is over on that far side. Beth Mead is going to take it. She's already got one assist and one goal in this game. Williamson's up as well. Corner comes in towards the 6-yard box. It's going to be a goal. It is. It's 3-0. It is Williamson with the goal. A third goal of the season. And that seals it now. Arsenal are definitely going to Wembley. There's no doubt about it. And again, it's Williamson with the goal. Brilliant corner that was from Mead. Another assist for Beth Mead. And another goal for Leah Williamson. She attacked that corner. And from close range, she managed to knock it over the line. She headed it down and into the goal from close range. She might have even come off her knee. Not quite sure, actually. We might see a bit more of a replay. It was a header. She headed it down, past the goalkeeper and the defender on the line. And it is 3-0. And Williamson wanted that. She attacked it. And she's got the goal as well. Trex was a great corner. That wraps it up onto Wembley. Indeed, it does. It does wrap it up. We are going to Wembley. And Langadura says, go indeed. Yep, 3-0. That wraps it up, seals the victory, puts us in the final, and we can now start thinking about Chelsea, can't we? A lot of big games, of course, coming up before then. But yeah, we got the job done in the end. It was a struggle for a while, wasn't it? We just couldn't quite get that goal. We were knocking on the door. Didn't look like the goal was going to come. Finally, it did. And since then, it's been a lot more comfortable. We're now looking for more as well in these final sort of 13 minutes of this game. Freedom Manham coming forward now. Jordan Nobbs on the edge of the penalty. Can we get another goal? Iwabochu. He plays it out to this far side again towards Maritz. But again, Brighton do manage to scramble the ball clear. They defended well for large chunks of this game, but ultimately Arsenal's quality in that final third has finally shone through. Mainly Beth Mead with a goal and 2 assists for her. Katie McCabe isn't going to get that ball pinged across to her over on this near side. Lung busting run forward, and she's now got to go back again. But Williamson gets the goal, third goal already this season, and before that she previously never scored more than 2 in a season, so it's already her best goal scoring season. Of course, she did score for England, of course, as well recently. Great season for Leah Williamson, and we mentioned it at the start, didn't we? I said she's been my favourite player this season, and she showed why today. A brilliant performance from her, and wraps it up with another goal. And Beth Mead as well has been a standout performer, obviously. Brighton had taken their best defender off. So a good goal. James says, yeah, they took their best defender off. Certainly, she was good in the air, wasn't she, Williams? She won a lot of headers, and she goes off, and we get a goal from a corner. Well, we scored a few goals from corners this season anyway, haven't we? Wouba Moy's got a couple of goals, and Williamson's got 3 goals now. The defenders are getting goals, aren't they? Beattie scored against Reading as well. So, the centre-backs are getting forward and getting goals from set pieces, aren't they? And it's an important part of the game, isn't it? Yes, you need your strikers to score and your forward players to score, but you also need to get goals from everywhere in the team, and that's certainly what this team do. And once again, we've scored at least 3 goals in a game, which we've done every single game we've played in domestic football so far this season. The only game we haven't scored 3 in was that Barcelona away game in the Champions League, where we, of course, lost 4-1. But we've won a free kick over on that far side. It was Gibbons there with a foul on Beth. So that's 2 fouls on Beth Mead. They clearly know she's a danger. It's a bit late to be fouling her now when you're 3-0 down. But again, Beth Mead, much too quick and clever for the Brighton defence. And a foul there. And it's going to be another free kick. A dangerous position actually over on that far side. It's a second yellow card there for Brighton. Gibbons and Connolly, the 2 yellow cards. Beth Mead's okay. She gets back to her feet again. It's a free kick over on that right-hand side, about 10 yards outside the penalty area. Very wide over on that right-hand side. Katie McCabe may well want to take this with her left foot. She may well want to go for goal. She certainly scored from similar distances before. Or maybe Mead will try to get a 3rd assist. No, Mead jumps over it. Well, that didn't work out very well at all. Katie McCabe tried to play it up the line to Beth Mead, but she slipped over. I don't think she was going to get it anyway. And it has gone out for a goal kick to Brighton. But we can forgive them that poor free kick, can't we? When we're into the final 10 minutes. It is Arsenal 3, Brighton 0. And it's been a good performance from Arsenal from start to finish. Dominated this game. Fully deserved this victory. Even if the first goal took a while. 52 minutes, I think it was, wasn't it? When Kim Little finished from close range following good work from Beth Mead down the left-hand side. And then it was Mead herself a few minutes later, got the second goal again from that left-hand side, cutting, shot through the Brighton defender and into the net. And then it was just Beth Mead's corner that set up the 3rd for Williamson with a header. And now Arsenal coming forward again. Katie McCabe gets into the penalty area. Can she get a cross in? She's got Iwabuchi here for help. She finds the little Japanese player. She plays it back to Frida Manham. She tries to knock a cross into the box there. It hit Danielle Carter in the face. Carter's gone down. And because it's a facial injury, the referee does blow the whistle. In fact, it was Lee, that got the ball in her face, not Carter. And it is going to be probably just going to be a drop ball, actually. But the Brighton player is back on her feet again. And Arsenal going to make 2 more substitutions. It's going to be Anna Patton is coming on for Maritz to play the final 10 minutes or so at right back. Maritz has played well in this game. Put some good balls in as well. But Anna Patton is going to get a run out in these last 10 minutes. And also, when a player coming back from injury as well, it's going to be Boy coming on as well. Boy Sorensen coming on for BT again for the final 10 minutes or so. She's going to be playing at centre back. It's good to see Stephanie Boy back as well. She's been injured for a while. This is her first season at Arsenal as well, so she's not really played that much due to injury. So it's good to have her back fit again. I'm sure she's going to prove to be a good signing for us. Let's hope she can get herself back. It's obviously difficult to get in this team at the minute, isn't it? But she's going to get the last 8 or 9 minutes of this game at centre back as Arsenal look to just see this out now and go through to face Chelsea at Wembley on December the 5th. Maybe even get more goals. Who knows? Beth Mead, she's got a little bit of space down that far side, but the defender comes across well there with the tackle, Letitia. And it goes out for a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. But a good solid performances from Arsenal. Totally dominated this game and fully deserved to go through to Wembley, which is going to be great, I'm sure. And Arsenal now got a throw right down in that far side by the corner flag. Looking to try to maybe get a 4th goal as well. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And Larry Jordan says there, hopefully we can keep this form heading into Chelsea. No room for sloppy play. with Chelsea. No, exactly. We need to be totally on our game against Chelsea, as we were, of course, earlier in the season. First game when we beat them 3-2 at the Emirates. Hopefully that will give us some confidence as well, because we haven't had a good record against Chelsea, have we, in recent years? But that game maybe will give us a bit more confidence going into the final, and hopefully as well by then we'll continue their great run of form as well. Boy there with her first touch finds Leah Williamson. Boy's going to get it back again. So plays it on to McCabe on his near side. Arsenal's left. Jordan Nobbs now into Iwabotchi. She finds McCabe. Arsenal just looking as though they're going to see this game out now. McCabe. And Oliver Roy says he's in the chat, if we win this, a live cup final. Yes, indeed. Hopefully the plan is I'm going to be going to the final at Wembley, so there'll be a vlog from that game as well, which will be really good. Looking forward to that. The cup final is going to be good, isn't it? Arsenal, Chelsea, always big games in the WSL. The top two teams in the league this season, of course. And bearing in mind, this is, of course, last season's FA Cup. We've still got this season's FA Cup to come. And who knows, maybe we could have another final appearance coming later in the season as well. But anyway, we'll worry about that later on. For now, we just need to make sure that we do finish this game off, which is looking pretty comfortable now for Arsenal. And then make sure that we win all the games that we need to win in the meantime in the Champions League as well. But Brighton are looking for a consolation here in the last few minutes, but they're not going to get one. Arsenal scramble it clear. We're not very far. It only comes to Lee on this near side. It's a decent cross. Header comes in from Brighton, but Arsenal managed to clear it away. Now Jordan Nobbs can launch a counter-attack for Arsenal. Almost found Paris there, but it was good defending actually there from Brighton, and they managed to stop that counter-attack from happening. But they're coming forward again themselves here. It's Brazil there with a crossover to the far post, but it's a little bit too deep. And I don't think Brighton will keep that in. Letitia has gone out for a throw to our side on the far side. It was Connolly actually who couldn't keep that in. So there's 4 minutes of normal time remaining. There'll be a few minutes stoppage time, won't there? There's been a lot of substitutions in this second half. 1 or 2 little injuries as well. But Arsenal now are comfortably going through to the final. And big day coming up, of course, in December. Let's hope that we can have everybody fit for that game against Chelsea. We're going to be looking for revenge, aren't they, after that opening day of the season? But maybe Jonas has got one over at Emma. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Because they've had the better of things against us in recent years, haven't they, Chelsea? So it'd be nice to get one over. Now Brighton looking for a consolation goal here. It's Ellie Brazil on that far side. Looks like she may have been offside, but it's not given. A cross comes into the box, but it's headed away by Katie McCabe. It doesn't head out very far though. Come to Danielle Carter, who's not really had any influence on this game at all for Brighton. She's not had a lot of support either. Cross comes into the box, this time to the far post, looking for Lee, but it's gone out. Brighton just haven't offered enough threat at all, have they, in front of goal? They've had that one effort that came in from it was a substitute, wasn't it? Covisto, who fired just wide, and that's pretty much all that they've offered really as an attacking threat all game. And yeah, you have to say that partly that's down to Arsenal's good defensive play. That has to be taken into account as well. But also I think Brighton have just been really negative in their approach. And it was only really when they went behind that they started putting a few more players forward. But, you know, tactics like that, for me, you don't deserve to win games. And Brighton have got what I feel they've deserved from this game. Just for so negative tactics, really. You don't like to see it, do you? Football should be about trying to win games. And I don't think Brighton set out from the start not to try and win a game. You know, I mentioned the Aston Villa game in the WSL as well earlier on, and that was a similar game, wasn't it? Villa had no intention to win that game. They tried to keep it 0-0 as long as possible. And then once we got the first goal, it opened up. We won that one 4-0. We're winning this one 3-0. You can only keep this Arsenal team out for so long, and eventually the goals will come. And they've come in the second half today. for Arsenal. Nigel says there, West Ham have just clattered Aston Villa 4-0 away from home. Wow. They have emerged as strong contenders for those European places, 20 points and level with Man City in the league. Now, West Ham having a great season, aren't they? They, of course, knocked Man City out the Carabao Cup in a week, didn't they? As well, they're having another good season after last year. David Moyes seems to be doing a great job there, doesn't he? Didn't work out for him at Man United, but anyway, he's doing a great job at West Ham. There's no doubt about that. They've got some good players and a good team, and they are definitely challenging for those European places, aren't they? But anyway, we have got into the final minute of the 90 here at Boreham Wood. Arsenal 3, Brighton 0. We are just a few moments away from sealing that place at Wembley in December. And a big game that's going to be an exciting game, I'm sure that will be as well. Arsenal against Chelsea in the Women's FA Cup final. We've played them before, haven't we, in the final? We've beaten them, they've beaten us. So we'll see what happens this time. But Arsenal going forward again, maybe looking for that fourth goal. Ball played in towards Nikita Paris, but it's well shepherded back there by Kersdijk to Megan Walsh, who kicks it long. But Williamson's going to be underneath this. And there's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. And then we'll see this out. And then I'll say we should be, we will be on our way to Wembley. Jordan Nobbs now keeping possession for Arsenal. Just the game slowed down a lot now. Obviously, it's over, isn't it? 3 minutes of stoppage time. We're into that. We're into the first minute of those 3. Can Arsenal add a fourth goal just to put a seal on it? We don't need a fourth goal, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Katie McCabe now on this near side for Arsenal. Keeps possession there. Finds Boyd. And that's a nice ball towards Williamson. Now it's played out to the far side now. Arsenal coming forward down a pattern there. Finds Beth Meachie, pulls it back. It's going to be Kim Little. Oh, it's into the side netting. I thought that was the fourth goal. Kim Little there with looking for another goal. She's already scored 8 goals this season. Arsenal are going to make another substitution now. Leah Williamson it is who's going off for the end of stoppage time. And it's going to be Taya Goldie coming on for these final few minutes. Young player, of course, coming through Arsenal's system that we talked about before, the youth system. She's getting an opportunity to, in these final couple of minutes, playing centre back. Larry George says a wonderful performance. As long as Chelsea can't penetrate through the middle, I think Williamson can handle the cross. Yeah, I mean, Williamson's handled everything well tonight. Now, Paris coming forward for Arsenal. She'd love a goal before the end of this game, but I don't think she's going to get one on this particular occasion. The ball goes back to Megan Walsh, the Brighton goalkeeper. Frida Manham now plays it a short ball to Kim Little. And Taya Goldie gets her first touch, finds Boy, then into McCabe. She cuts inside nicely, plays it forward to Emma Brocci, plays it through towards Paris, but Paris was maybe caught on her heels then. She didn't anticipate that ball at all. And it's gone through to the goalkeeper. And that maybe, I say, sums up Paris's performance tonight and maybe sums up her Arsenal career so far. We're into the final minute of stoppage time now. And Takesmith says, yeah, it's been a positive weekend for Arsenal all round. One happy Goonie. No, exactly. It has been a very positive weekend. Good performance from the men yesterday, and the women have done the job they needed to do today. 3-0 lead or 3-0 victory. It's going to be surely against Brighton now. Put us through to the FA Cup final. It has been a good week for Arsenal. Not many good weeks has been really so far this season for the club as a whole. And there goes the full-time whistle. It has finished. Arsenal 3, Brighton 0. Arsenal are going to Wembley. Fully deserved this victory as well. Brighton made it difficult for a long time. They defended deep. They defended well. But eventually the goals came all in the second half. It was Kim Little with the first goal, Beth Mead with the second, and then Leah Williamson with the third. Comfortable victory in the end. Fully deserved as well. Arsenal were great from start to finish. Brighton had not much ambition to win this game, it didn't appear. and even when they went behind, although they did make some changes and they offered slightly more of a threat, Zinsberger just had one shot to save all game. Comfortable evening for her. And yeah, a brilliant performance in the end from the Arsenal women. They've got the job done, and they are going to march through to Wembley, which is fantastic, isn't it? What a great start to his Arsenal career for Jonas. Another clean sheet at Boreham Wood as well. We've only conceded one goal in this stadium since February when Manchester City won 2-1 here. That the only goal we've conceded here actually came against Tottenham in the last round. Other than that, we haven't conceded a goal at this stadium for a long time. And another clean sheet tonight, a comfortable performance. And Language also says, cheers, mate, a subscription and like, well done. No, thanks, mate. Thanks for the support. Hope to see you again very, very soon. Rajanda Frida, indeed, 3-0. Fantastic stuff from Arsenal. And we march on to Wembley, which is fantastic, isn't it? So it's finished here at Boreham Wood. Arsenal women 3, Brighton women 0. Arsenal march on to the FA Cup final on December the 5th to face Chelsea at Wembley. It was a comfortable victory this for Arsenal women. They dominated the game throughout. Had several chances in the first half, just couldn't find that goal. Caitlin Ford, who was in the team for Vivian Miedemeier tonight, had a couple of chances. She was one-on-one with goalkeeper Megan Walsh. Good save from the Brighton keeper that was. Ford then headed wide across from Maritz. Nikita Paris also headed across wide as well, and also saw another header cleared off the line by Brighton captain Victoria Williams. That was all in the first half, but it was 0-0 at half-time. The second half, Arsenal started with a little bit more intensity, and we finally got the breakthrough. 52nd minute it was. Beth Mead at the half it down the left-hand side. She got to the byline, pulled the ball back to the edge of the 6-yard box. Kim Little took a touch and then fired home from close range, her 8th goal of the season. From then on, it was always going to be Arsenal going through. Brighton made a couple of changes, brought on a few more attacking players, but they were never likely to get back in this game. And soon afterwards, Beth Mead got the goal she deserved. Again, coming in from that left-hand side, cut in and fired a shot through a Brighton defender, gave the goalkeeper no chance, and that put Arsenal in complete control. Brighton had one or two opportunities, looked a little bit better when their substitute came on. It was, in fact, Emma Kovista who had their best chance of a shot just past the far post. But Arsenal got a third goal in the closing stages. It was a corner from the right-hand side from Beth Mead, and Leah Williamson made a late run into the box and finished with a close-range header to make the final score 3-0. Arsenal could have scored a few more. Brighton didn't deserve a lot from this game for the lack of ambition that they showed. So Arsenal can look forward to the FA Cup final, I say the 5th of December at Wembley against old rivals Chelsea. That is going to be an epic game, that will be, I'm sure, at Wembley in December. So Arsenal got the job done today. Good performance from start to finish. Totally deserved that. Brighton disappointed me with their approach, really. Very defensive they were. And in the end, they got what they deserved as well, which was a 3-0 defeat. So Arsenal march on to Wembley, and we can look forward to that game. Of course, load more important games to come before then, but we've put this competition to bed for now. We've got to the final. Brilliant performance. Arsenal 3, Brighton 0. Goals from Kim Little, Beth Mead and Leah Williamson. We will see you at Wembley, Chelsea, very soon. So that was a brilliant performance from Arsenal. Nigel's in the chat there says, what's the ticket allocation for the final? Any chance we'll see a capacity crowd? I wouldn't have thought it'd be a capacity crowd. It should be a good crowd, hopefully. Maybe, I don't know what it could be. I mean, you saw how big the crowds were for the England games at Wembley. This could even be that sort of crowd, couldn't it, possibly? We'll see. I'm not sure what the allocation is. I'll be looking to get a ticket myself. I definitely want to be there for that. It's going to be a great game. Rajendra says, not really challenged and it needed concentration. Yeah, it did. It needed concentration. It needed us to be switched on. And we were, and we got the job done. And Rajendra says, see you later, mate. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sure we'll speak again very soon on the next show. And yeah, Beth Mead changed that game, didn't she? She's definitely player of the match for me. Fantastic performance from her. She made the difference there, a goal and 2 assists. So you can't really argue with that, can you? Brilliant stuff from her. We've got through to the final, and it feels good, doesn't it, to know that you've got a cup final to look forward to. And it could be, couldn't it, with this Jonas's first trophy, it could be, couldn't it? so early on in his Arsenal career, and his team are looking good. We had a few players missing today. No Viv Miedemar, of course, a few others missing as well, but we still got the job done in fairly comfortable fashion. 3-0, and yeah, brilliant stuff from the Arsenal women. And yeah, Chelsea, we're coming for you, and on two fronts now, the league as well as the FA Cup as well. So great stuff. So thanks to all you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to the channel as well. We are on the road to 700 subscribers. You can see at the bottom of the screen there. Let's hope that we make that very soon. Thanks for all your support. Brilliant stuff from the Arsenal women tonight. A fantastic win. And I say another cup final. Can we make it 15 FA Cup wins? The women will go one ahead of the men then, won't they, if they can do it? And then all the pressure will be on the men to win the FA Cup when it starts in January. So yeah, a great weekend for Arsenal. Beat Leicester 3-1 yesterday. We've beaten Brighton 3-0 today. It doesn't get much better than that, does it? FA Cup final to come. Brilliant stuff. Coming up on the channel then, there will be the Tuesday clinic, obviously on Tuesday. We'll be looking back at the Leicester game, looking ahead to the game coming up this weekend against Watford as well. Loads of other stuff to get through there. And then, of course, as well on Friday, it will be the Arsenal Women's Show, looking back on this game, looking ahead to West Ham and Koga as well in the Champions League. So loads and loads of great stuff on the channel. There'll be one or two other bits and pieces going on as well, match preview videos, that kind of stuff as well. So stay tuned, please subscribe and everything else. And I will speak to all you guys very soon. I'll see you Tuesday for the Tuesday Club. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to the Arsenal women for getting us to Wembley. A great day to look forward to. But loads more games to come before that as well. We can't get carried away. We need to make sure we're focused for the rest of the season because it's so important every game now, and brilliant stuff. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Cheers to the Arsenal women. We're going to Wembley. We are going to Wembley. Come on, you Gunners. Yes. Brilliant stuff.